Sports, presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and
Southwest
Darlington
Wisconsin,
Family
and Northeast
Dental,
Iowa.
and
If
Carey
you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Hardwood Flooring, Sloan Implements, Sups, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Gary's Pest Control, TriStar Pallets and TriStar Mulch, Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best, Bouse Electric, Cuba City Collision and Repair, Laley Center, Monroe, H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, Community First Bank, Grant Regional Health Center, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, Lancaster Dental Associates, Millie's Diner, Pink's Automotive, Good Knees Garage, Point and Flush Sportsman's Club, Rosemeyer Management Group, Reckler Insurance, McNett Electric, Mound City Bank, Ready Feed and Grain LLC, Southwest Health, and WCC Brands.
Good evening. Welcome to Fennimore High School. Rob Spangler along with Scott Tolzman bringing you tonight's action, a SWAL showdown as we are heading to week number 8 of the high school football season. Scott, it has absolutely flown by as these Fennimore Golden Eagles look to get another dub and try to punch their ticket to the postseason against a very tough and scrappy Belleville Wildcat club.
Belleville comes in. They made it all the way to the level 4 or semifinals, I guess they call it now. But they had high hopes, and they've been struggling. But lately, they've had a few wins in the conference. And tonight would be definitely a boost for them to get into the playoffs. Fennimore already is probably in the playoffs with their record, and now you're playing for seeds and getting that home field advantage for that first game. So it's a big game for both teams. One trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, and the other one is to get that first round playoff game at their place.
Absolutely. You look at these records. Belleville comes in, Scott, 4-3, one game over 500 on the year, but a perfect 4-0 in the SWAL. Granted, they have played the easy portion of their schedule to this point, and now you've got Fennimore, who comes in at 5-2, 4-1 in conference. That one loss, yeah, we know who that was to. Darlington, who, quite frankly, probably isn't going to lose a game the rest of the regular season. So that's who Belleville will play next Friday night. So really, Belleville is into their toughest 2-week test as they try to make the playoffs.
Right, and as they look at this, Fennimore, losing to Darlington, that loss keeps them out of the conference championship unless Darlington stumbles between here and next week. But on the other hand, that loss really doesn't hurt them as long as Darlington keeps on winning. And their other loss technically isn't going to hurt.
EPC out of Northwest Illinois.
Isn't going to hurt them because they got that forfeited win from
Abundant Life Christian.
Abundant Life.
Yeah, that still technically counts as a win, even though they lost the week they made up that game, right?
Right.
All right, well, coming back on our pregame show, it's the Raleigh Cheese pregame show here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590. We're going to visit with both head coaches, Mike Nolden, head coach of the visiting Belleville Wildcats, and also Tyrell Rosemeyer. He's the head coach for the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Both of them will be our guests right after this timeout on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1.
If your credit card bills have gotten out of hand, call Consolidated Credit now. If the interest rates on your credit cards are so high, it'll take years to get out of debt. Call Consolidated Credit now. They've helped over 10 million people without destroying your credit. They can reduce your interest rates, lower your total payments up to 50% to get you out of debt fast. For a free consultation, call Consolidated Credit now. The program works.
Call 800-210-4298. 800-210-4298. 800-210-4298. Consolidated Credit Solutions Incorporated, 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida 33313. Licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services and by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Kansas CSO 0019051. Maryland DM 1492. Oregon DM 892. Licensed by the Virginia State Corporation Commission, license number DC83. Service may adversely affect the individual's credit. Non-payment of debt may lead to additional finance charges or collections activity, including legal action. Actual interest rates, length of program, and monthly payment reductions will vary by consumer and creditor. Yours could be higher or lower. Not a loan company. We do not lend money.
Hey, welcome back to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. I'm Rob Spengler, and we're joined by Mike Nolden, head coach for the Belleville Wildcats, as they head to Fennimore tonight to take on the Golden Eagles in a big-time SWAL matchup. And, Coach, first of all, thank you for taking the time to chat with us.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys doing the game.
Well, it's getting down to the nitty-gritty of the season, Coach Nolden. Your team had, a bit of a rough start early in the year, but boy, it seems like your team has really hit its stride these last 4 weeks. Basically, you've reeled off 4 wins. Granted, one of them was a forfeit, but 3 wins in a row now against Mineral Point, Southwestern East Dubuque, and then Benton, Scales Mound, Schulzburg. Does it feel like momentum is kind of on your side and your team's playing its best football right now?
I'd like to say so, but are we playing our best football? No. I feel like we definitely have, room to grow still and get better. And the big thing is, though, is we're in the situation we want to be in, playing the 2 best teams in the conference the last 2 weeks of the season, because that alone is going to demand us to play our best and get us to be playing the best at the end of the year going into the playoffs. And that's what you want.
Yeah, it certainly is. And that leads me into the next question. I'm glad you brought that up. We're joined by Coach Nolden on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. Coach, you get Fennimore tonight and then next week at Darlington. And I know you're definitely not looking ahead to Darlington, but, this Fennimore team had been on a tear. And especially early in the season now, they have taken on a couple losses. But that being said, they look to be a much improved and pretty strong opponent here tonight, don't they?
Yeah, and, coming into the season, I knew that Fennimore had a chance to be competing at the top, and they've got some pretty good athletes, and, they're definitely a team that can cause a lot of issues for us.
As far as Fennimore is concerned, what does worry you about this matchup? What are some things that you're concerned about facing Fennimore tonight?
I think the biggest thing is they've got the ability to hit the explosive plays, especially in the run game. So we need to limit that. We can't give up any of those big momentum explosion plays there. But, we can't just focus on the run. We got to be able to stop the run. We got to be able to put some pressure on the quarterback and make him, kind of get out of his rhythm and out of his timing and, get some disruption plays in the pass game as well. And then offensively, we've kind of got to do what we're trying to limit with the defense. We got to be able to create those explosive plays that, we've been able to create the last 4 weeks. And get us momentum going. So,
Coach Mike Nolden joining us on our pregame show. Coach, football oftentimes can be a sport of attrition, and especially at this point in the season where you're down to your final 2 weeks, some injuries can take a toll. You do have a few players in that weren't in earlier in the season, but what's your overall health for the team coming into this game?
I feel like we're in a pretty lucky spot. We do have a couple of those injuries, but, every team at this point, especially, in our conference with the physicality that you get every week, everybody's going to be banged up to some extent. You kind of know that coming into the year. You just, hope it's not at the 1 or 2 positions. You don't have any depth. And luckily for us, that hasn't happened. Like you said, we've got a few guys that have had to step up and have done a pretty good job for us. We just need them to continue to do that, filling in for those injured guys. And we'll be just fine.
Yeah, the couple players we're talking about, Aiden Knox along the offensive and defensive line, and Tyler Miyamoto. Unfortunately, neither of those players going to be available for you.
Yep. Again, just trying to get those guys healthy. We're definitely making sure we're not going to rush them back, but hopefully we can get them back for the beginning of the playoffs and be full go there. But again, we're just kind of taking them one day at a time. They're still kids. We don't want to push them too fast, and then they come back and something more severe happens, and it kind of affects them for the rest of their lives either. So it's a tricky little game you got to play.
Yep, a little bit of a balancing act, as they say. Well, the Belleville Wildcats take on the Fennimore Golden Eagles tonight. Again, we're joined by Mike Nolden here on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. And again, looking at tonight's game and then next week against Darlington, any final thoughts as you look to wrap up what appears to be a pretty successful 2025-2026 regular season, Coach?
Like I said kind of earlier, we just need to play hard, bring our best every single play, and let the game play itself out. And whatever happens at that point, if we give it our best, we can live with it and be happy with ourselves. So that's just kind of my thoughts there.
All right, Mike Nolden, head coach for the Belleville Wildcats, joining us on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. Coach, best of luck against Fennimore tonight and the rest of the season and into the postseason.
Thank you.
Frightful fun awaits at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium. It's time to get in the spooky spirit to celebrate Halloween on Sunday, October 26th at the annual Mad Scientist Fun Day. There will be science experiments, creepy critters, live music, and of course, Halloween candy from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. All activities are included in general admission. Come dressed in your costume if you dare. Mad Scientist Fun Day is supported by McGrath Automotive Family and Midwest One.
Hey, welcome back to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. Rob Spangler joined by the head coach of the Fennimore Golden Eagles, Tyrell Rosemeyer. And first of all, Coach Rosemeyer, thanks for taking time to chat with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You bet. Well, we're into the home stretch, Coach. As you know, just 2 regular season games left tonight. Your Golden Eagles host the Belleville Wildcats, and boy, I tell you, these games are increasingly important as you prepare for postseason play. Each win and each game is vitally important now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, especially with the new playoff system, all of these Tier 1 and Tier 2 points really matter. And, Belleville being 5-2, that'd be a lot of Tier 2 points for us. So, yeah, definitely this late in the regular season, that's a big boost to our playoff standings.
And you look at the conference standings overall, obviously Darlington is all alone in first, but then, Belleville, even though they have a lesser overall record than you guys, slightly ahead in the conference, because of course you guys do have the one conference loss to Darlington. So, from a conference standpoint, also vitally important, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I just think our conference is so tough. So, you're going to get some games later on in the season like this, every year. But, definitely Darlington's out there in front, and, we're all, trying to catch up to them. So I just think this would be another, step in that direction.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Coach Tyrell Rosemeyer joining us on our pregame. Coach, let's talk about the Belleville Wildcats. So they come in 4-3. A perfect 4-0 though in SWAL play, and then you look at their schedule. They're certainly getting to what I guess you would easily say is the toughest part of their schedule, facing your Golden Eagles, and then they have to play against Darlington. What can you tell us about Belleville and what you've seen from them so far?
Yeah, I mean, all their games are tight, and I mean, it really comes down to they have a very, very good O-line. Very good run game. They got a stud wide receiver, good defense, and they're well coached. So, I mean, anytime you have all that stuff together, you're going to have a good team. I mean, they're definitely getting better week in and week out. We can see that we've had, similar scores to similar opponents as they have. So I just, plan on being a 4-quarter game. And I mean, they're going to be a good team. So, we're excited to host them tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. And your team was able to turn the tide last week. You got a big win over Cuba City, 28-7. After, a couple losses in a row, granted against really quality opponents. We obviously talked about Darlington, and then also a game against Eastland, which was, kind of a fill-in game, if you will, for the forfeit, for Abundant Life, Christian School. So, in a way, it was probably good to get a game in, but, at the same time, tough to take the loss too, right?
Yeah, I'm never going to schedule another team from Illinois, I can tell you that much. But it's just a tough conference. We played Galena last year from the same conference, and they went to level 4 in what is the equivalent of the D5 playoffs in Illinois. And, I expect Pearl City Eastland to make, a good run in the playoffs too. So they're just, a very good conference. It's a tough situation when you have a team forfeit like that, but we were trying to fill it, and we filled it, a year early, just so we didn't, get into this situation where we didn't have a game. Just very tough conference, and, just a situation where, we weren't not going to play. So we wanted to schedule, whoever was available at that time, and that's the team that was available. And so we'll play whoever.
Yeah, no doubt. And again, we talked about those two losses, but it was a nice bounce back win last week against Cuba City. Talk to us about that game a little bit.
Yeah, just a lot of things happened in that game where we faced a lot of adversity, especially early on. We had a big penalty that called back about a 70-yard play. We had a turnover on our second drive, and just a lot of adversity early on in that game, and we responded well. Offensively, it would seem like we didn't play that well, but actually, you take off our penalty, you take off a couple of things. We played pretty good. And defensively, we were kind of all over them, which is, we were attacking, we were tackling well, just playing really good defense. So, that was a good thing to see moving on because, as it gets colder, offenses generally struggle more in the postseason where defenses really need to step up. So excited to see that from our team.
One more thing we want to touch on, the injury bug. Overall, your team's doing pretty well. You mentioned to us one of your key defensive players, Brody Roth. Unfortunately, he will be sitting out tonight, but you're hopeful to have him back for, if not next week, for the postseason, right?
Yeah. I think everybody at this point is pretty banged up, especially when you play like this fall conference schedule. There's really no game where you're going to go in and be like, yeah, this is a cupcake and, we can take it easy and it's not going to be a physical game. So if you have that mindset in the swell, you've already lost. And so really, we've just played some physical games and we're a physical team. So, everybody's just dealing with the same sort of thing right now, I feel like. So I don't think injuries is an excuse. We'll get Brody back. He'll be back next week. And Brody's just an all-region type safety and an all-region type offensive player. So tough to replace, 1v1, but I think 11 guys can do that tonight.
Absolutely. Well, best of luck against Belleville tonight. And, of course, your final regular season game next week against Mineral Point. And then hopefully we'll see you in the postseason, Coach. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You bet. Tyrell Rosemeyer, head coach for the Fennimore Golden Eagles, joining us on our Raleigh Cheese pregame. Opening kickoff right around the corner here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1. Pregame 2.
Tricor Insurance works with leading insurance carriers like Auto Owners Insurance to provide honest and reliable service when you need it most.
For one, I want them to know that they're not alone. They know that no matter what happens when it comes up, that they can count on us to assist them through that process, whatever it may be.
Tricor and Auto Owners Insurance for your home, auto, and more. Visit TricorInsurance.com to find an agent near you.
Fuller's Milker Center and GIA have the management tools you need to keep your dairy's profitability at your fingertips 24 hours a day. From many choices of reliable electronic ID to effective time-saving sort gates to the state-of-the-art Dairy Plan C21, monitor and control your parlor systems as you manage your whole herd. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your GIA dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center for details on the latest ID systems and sort gates that can help your dairy's efficiency, putting you and your cows in the fast lane.
Pre-game 2.
And welcome back to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and also streaming on our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel tonight. Rob Spangler and Scott Tolzman coming to you from Fennimore. The Golden Eagles of Fennimore taking on SWAL rival Belleville in a battle for potential playoff positioning. We're going to take a look at the starting lineups in just a moment. But first, the colors of the game presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Belleville in their road whites, white pants, white jerseys, white helmets with deep navy blue numbers and gold trim. And for the Fennimore Golden Eagles, they have all maroon uniforms, maroon pants and tops with the bright yellow gold numbering and maroon helmets as well. Those are the colors of the game. We're coming to you from the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House broadcast booth. Ayers Furniture, downtown Ridgeway, for free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home. For what's sure to be the best seat in your house, be sure to visit Ayers Furniture and AyersFurniture.com. Of course, injury report. We did hear about one banged-up player for the Fennimore Golden Eagles, and he's one of their better players. That is number 1, Brody Roth. He is a 6'3" junior, and he's a wideout and also a really talented safety in the secondary, so he will not be suiting up. Has a bit of a thigh injury, but should be back next week, according to Coach Rosemeyer.
Yeah, this time of year you're going to end up with nicks and dings, and you're trying to keep your kids healthy going into the playoffs, but you're going to face those injuries, and hopefully a couple of kids will be back for them come playoff time.
Now the People's State Bank coin toss was won by the Fennimore Golden Eagles. They have chose to kick off this game and receive the opening kickoff in the second half. So Belleville will get the ball first offensively, and let's take a look at their Fuller's starting lineup. Up front, the center, Broderick Goebel. The guards are Landon Yarbo and Hazen Edmond. Tackles, Isaac Patro and Garrett Pauley. The tight end, Kason Helwig. Receivers are Charlie Spiegel and Brody Funseth. Quarterback is Raiden Taylor, Trayton Myers, and Cooper Nemick in the backfield behind him. That's a starting offensive unit for the Belleville Wildcats. Belleville comes in 4-3, a perfect 4-0 so far in the SWAL Conference. And we have the ball placed on the tee as number 55, that would be Colton Tollefson, kicks off for Fennimore. It's a low grounder, going to go out of bounds here on the near sideline as a flag flies. That one, not a great kickoff. It didn't even get to the 30, got to about the 33 before it went out of bounds.
Yeah, Belleville's going to take over at their own 35 and sets them up with decent field position for the game here, to start the game.
Absolutely. So that Belleville Wildcat offense comes to the field. Again, the ball spotted at the 35-yard line. We are just underway, 12 minutes on our first quarter clock. Raiden Taylor working out of the gun, 2 receivers to either side. Man in motion from left to right, that is Spiegel. Now Spiegel cuts back to the left. Back to pass is Taylor. Looks over the middle, throws downfield. It is incomplete. Wow. Coming in to lay a potential big hit was number 3, Jude Kinney. Scott, he may have caused that incompletion by, I guess,
the receiver
scaring the receiver a little bit.
Yep, the receiver heard footsteps, and it was a good throw, but it probably would have been broken up either way.
So incomplete pass sets up second down and 10. Now trips left, 1 receiver to the right. It is Taylor again from the gun. It's an option run. He's going to keep it himself. Runs around the left end, then pitches it ahead, but a flag comes out. after the forward pitch, Scott.
Yep, they're going to catch with pitching the ball forward. Lateral was forward, so they're going to call
an
it
illegal forward pass basically,
yep,
is what the ruling will be, and that will move it back. You see, if you pitch it sideways or backwards, you're all right.
Yep.
But, he pitched it forward, and that's a no-no.
And the thing is, you got to remember, he was across the line of scrimmage already, so pitching it forward became an illegal forward pass. So.
Yep, so that will move it back to the 30-yard line, and that'll set up 2nd down and 15 now for the Wildcats. 11:45 to play, just underway here in this first quarter. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cooper Nemec lined up alone to the left here on the near side of the field. Working out of the gun, it's Taylor. Takes a snap. Here comes a play action. Looks to the right, throws right. It's, through the hands of Funseth. That was a beautiful pass. Right on the money by Taylor, Scott, but really just right through the hands of Brody Funseth.
Right through the hands of the receiver, and he just couldn't put it in.
I mean, you can't really throw it better than that.
No, and it would have been close to a 1st down. So it brings up 3rd down, and they're behind the sticks, 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15. So incomplete pass, 3rd down and 15 coming up for the Wildcats. 2 receivers to either side now. Ball right in the middle of the field between the hash marks. Working out of the shotgun again here, it is Taylor. Takes a snap, looks left, throws. It's a little screen out there. It's caught, but Fennimore's defense rallies quickly, and making the tackle is number 9, Jacob Kreichman, who he was Johnny on the spot, Scott, and really blew that play up.
Yep, blew it up, and as the receiver tried to retreat backwards against the grain, he's going to get tackled for about a 2-yard loss.
So that will face a punting situation. It'll be a 3 and out, and the Belleville Wildcats will have to punt it away on their first possession. This one will bounce near midfield and actually die on the Belleville side of the 50 at about the 47-yard line. Great starting field position and plus territory for the Fennimore Golden Eagles on their first possession of the night.
Yeah, it was just a straight down punt. It only went about 18 yards, and it's a great opportunity here for Fennimore inside Belleville's territory already.
11:04 to play here in this first quarter of play. Golden Eagles led by Dawson Krubel. He's working out of the shotgun formation, has backs to either side of him, 2 receivers to the right. Long snap count. And takes the snap. Here comes the delayed handoff, gives it to Kelly around the left side. We have a flag flying from the back judge as that ball goes out of bounds on the far side of the field after a short gain of 2, maybe 3 yards. But Scott, looks like maybe we have a hold.
Yeah, we got a hold here on the edge. Belleville stretched the play out, and they're going to get their left tackle for a hold.
So out there, left tackle Corbin Demo, unfortunately flagged for the hold, and that will back up the Golden Eagles. Would have been a 2nd and 7. Instead, 10-yard penalty moves it back to about 1st and 20 now for the Golden Eagles. 10:58 to play. Again, we're in the first quarter. Rob Spangler, Scott Tolsman here on ESPN Radio 1590 and also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. 2 receivers to the right. Shotgun formation. And here comes a play action. Rolling to the right is Krubel. Throws downfield, has an open man, and it bounces right through his hands again. That's a second, what I would call easy type completion that was dropped. This time it was Fennimore who dropped an easy pass.
Oh, yes, he was wide open. He went up. He shouldn't have jumped for it. By jumping up, it hit his shoulder pads, and it bounced away from him.
That's one you got to have, though.
Yes.
And it's an incomplete pass. Instead, it sets up 2nd down and 20 here for Fennimore. 2 receivers to the right. 2 backs again in the backfield on either side of Dawson Krubel, the senior quarterback. Krubel working out of the gun. Scoreless game early. Krubel takes it. Play action. Rolls to the right. He's going to run with it. Points downfield, just following his blockers around the right side. gets across the original line of scrimmage and then tackled out of bounds near, looks like the 45-yard line, which, maybe the 44. It'll set up a 4th down and still somewhat long 4th and almost 7 coming up here.
Third down.
Or 3rd down and 7. Yeah, the down marker had it wrong. You're right.
They had that penalty, but it is a lot better situation here for 3rd down. They're inside the sticks, so they got about 8 yards to go.
3rd down, a long 7 here for Fennimore. Across the 45 at the 44 of Belleville. 2 receivers to either side. Krubel, quick swing pass to the left. It is caught by Yankee Fiedler. Shakes a man, still on his feet, running down the sideline, tackled out of bounds inside the 30, down near the 20-yard line. That's a big gainer, and that is our first Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down of the night, Scott.
Yes, it is. Nice pitch and catch, and took it right down the sidelines. Even dragged a Belleville player for about 4 more yards. He's going to end up picking up 25 yards on that play.
25-yard catch and run on that little swing pass out of the backfield. Sets it up just outside the Bitech green zone at the 21 of Belleville, 1st and 10. Fennimore, 2 receivers right. Shotgun formation for Krubel here. Again, backs to either side, takes a snap, and it's a crossbuck run by Kelly around the left side, following his blockers, charges ahead, and eventually stopped short of the first down sticks, but that's a nice run of nearly 9 yards, Scott.
Yes, almost 9 yards. Nice little crossbuck action there.
And now they are securely in the Bitech green zone, are the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Down at the 12-yard line, it is 2nd down and a yard to go. Ball on the far side hash. Again, 2 receivers right, 2 backs in the backfield to either side of Krubel. Backs are Yankee Fiedler and Kelly. Krubel takes a snap. Quick swing pass to the right side. It is caught. And trying to turn the corner and head for the end zone, but not quite getting there, was the receiver, number 6. That is Casey Drazen. Drazen is tackled, Scott, about at the 1-yard line. That'll set up 1st down and goal from the 1.
Yeah, about a 10-yard pickup gives them 1st down. Nice little catch, just quite couldn't get it into the end zone.
Great opening drive here for Fennimore. They're trying to cap it off with a touchdown. As it's scoreless, 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Knocking on the door, though, at the 1. Krubel is under center this time. Receiver to the left and a wing back to the right. 2 backs in the backfield. He'll give it to one of those 2 backs, Kelly, who plunges ahead. Don't see a signal. Looks like he is stopped shy.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped shy about a yard. He had a lead block. The other back led for him through the hole, but
good job up front by that defensive line. Garrett Pauley, Hazon Edmond, and Isaac Patro up front there, stuffing up the middle of that line for Belleville. So 2nd and goal, just inside the 1. 8:18 to play here in the first quarter. Fennimore trying to draw first blood. Man in motion, Krubel again under center. Actually, it's a direct snap to Kelly. It's a Wildcat type play, and he runs right and dives in for the touchdown. It was a direct snap to Reese Kelly, and Kelly runs it in for a 1-yard Northland Buildings touchdown. And the Fennimore Golden Eagles have taken an early 6-0 lead, Scott.
Yes, they did. They were able to recoup themselves from that holding penalty on 1st down to start this drive, and they end up marching all the way down on a couple good plays on a pass and a run. So
Golden Eagles will try for the extra point. The Sportsman's Potosi Point and Flush Gundog Sportsman's Club extra point, and it is good. Booting it through, number 33. That would be Ryder. I knew I was going to murder that name. Zenzavic. I specifically went over that with Coach Rosemeyer. Zenzavic. There we go. All right, 7-0. Fennimore on top. We'll be back after this timeout on ESPN Radio, 1590 AM, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 1.
I'm here today with Keith Dula from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Keith, it seems like hybrids are dominating the roads, but there aren't many charging locations in Dubuque.
Agreed. Luckily,
Toyota hybrids don't require plug-in charging. The Toyota hybrid system is built to charge while the vehicle is being driven, so there's no need for plug-in charging.
That's awesome. What about the battery life? Should people be worried about its longevity?
Not at all. Toyota has sold over 5 million hybrids in the last 25 years. Plus, their battery warranty covers you for 10 years or 150,000 miles.
How does regular maintenance on a hybrid compare to a gas model?
Hey, that's a great question. Toyota hybrid vehicles require the same maintenance as gas-powered models and oftentimes even less. For example, the hybrid model's regenerative braking charges the battery while slowing down the vehicle, increasing the life of the vehicle's brake pads.
Wow, it seems like there are a lot of benefits in choosing a hybrid Toyota. Visit Anderson Weber in Dubuque to learn more and to take a test drive today.
In Game 1.
And welcome back to Fennimore High School. 7-0. Fennimore on top of visiting Belleville after putting together a nice drive, marching from the 47-yard line of Belleville all the way down for a touchdown. Now the Wildcats get it back, and a quick run by the quarterback, Taylor, up the gut. He's still on his feet, Scott. He's across midfield and finally tackled out of bounds at the 45 of Fennimore. What a first down run. He picks up nearly 20 yards on that scramble.
Yeah, he actually is going to pick up 20 yards. They didn't wrap him up, and he snuck out of the tackle for about 5 more yards. The quarterback kept it off an option.
So the ball across midfield. It's now at the 45-yard line of Fennimore. And it's 1st and 10. That's a Sullivan Auctioneer Big Iron Realty first down for Belleville. Working out of the gun, Taylor hands it off. The running back is hit immediately and taken down as soon as he got the handoff. That was number 5, Trayton Myers, and he was absolutely lit up by one of the linebackers. We need to say his name a lot tonight, Scott. Zanzavich. He came up, made a great stop, and early in the front running for scrapper of the game already.
Yep. I got that name down, trust me, from wrestling.
2nd down and 10 after the no gain on that run play. Oh, we have flags before the snap of the ball this time.
We're going to get a false start here.
Yeah. And 1 step forward, 2 steps back here for Belleville after that nice scramble run by the quarterback on first down. And now a no gain and now a penalty.
Yep, now we got a man down for Belleville. Looks like a cramp, though.
Yeah.
So bring up 2nd and 15 instead of 2nd and 10.
Well, while they attend to the young man, he did take his helmet off, so we sure hope it's nothing, serious. We do want to thank some of our sponsors, though. Mountain City Bank, their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. Also, Southwest Health, they have over 24 specialty services, more than 50 specialists. You can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. At West End Salvage of Lancaster, see Junkyard Joe Krantz and the junk in his trunk, Scott. West End Salvage, they have recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage of Lancaster. And Lely Center Monroe, call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Lely Center Monroe. Unfortunately, the player for Belleville still down.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the coach was talking about. Must have been
Yeah, I was hoping you were right, that it was just a cramp or something of that nature, but now I see a stretcher coming out to the field. This is not good, Scott, not good.
Yeah, one of the Fennimore kids kind of went and did a block with the whistles blowing, and I think the kid kind of
I don't know if his leg got caught underneath him or what.
He kind of relaxed and got taken down, so they're just being cautious right now.
Yeah, you just hate to see this. So, yeah, they're attending to him right now, and we'll take a brief time out here. The score, 7-0, Fennimore on top of Belleville. 7:17 remaining here in this first quarter. By the way, actually, you know what? We could check the scoreboard I think we do have a few shoebox scoreboards to update you on tonight. And we do. Prairie du Chien leads Lancaster 7-0, 17 seconds into that game, which has me thinking either it was a kick return or a pick six or something of that nature.
Yeah.
River Ridge is on top of Seneca. Wazeeka Steuben 6-0. That's in the first quarter. That game over on Super Hits 106 and also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Platteville leads Dodgeville 7-0. That game on Extreme 107.1 tonight. 10 minutes left in the first quarter there. The Prairie Lancaster game, of course, is over on 97.7 Country tonight. So those are some scores that we have on the shoebox scoreboard to share with you. Our score here again 7-0. Fennimore on top of Belleville. All right, we'll take a quick break and be back. We have an injury on the field. Back after this here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, Platteville, and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 2.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Hello, Dr. Matt here from Cuba City Family Dental. Something we take pride in is having 3 state-of-the-art facilities in Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Our investment in the latest technology and innovative services allows us to provide top-notch dental care to our area families. Take control of your oral health and make an appointment with our team, and let's make your smile the best it can be. Contact Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental now, and let's start this journey together. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
In Game 2.
We're back on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We do have an injured player on the field for the Belleville Wildcats that they're attending to right now. I don't know, do we have any further updates, Scott?
No, but they're looking at his leg. I hate to think, but it might be broken.
Yeah.
The way they've been
very cautious
with it and trying to.
They do have an ambulance on site, so that's good news, but they're just being, as you said, they're being very cautious, attending to him right now on the field.
The trainer for Fennimore's out there, Dave Raker. And it looks like they're blowing up a splint.
Yep. Yeah, it must be a lower body injury, like you said, so. They have outstanding EMS personnel on standby, and you know this from your years of being a athletic director and a football coach that having those people on standby, that's so important at these football games, isn't it, Scott?
Yes, it is, and
you don't want to have them, but you need to have them, don't you?
You do, and it's mandatory to have them, but it's also nice. The quick response for those kind of injuries, and
they know what they're doing.
Yep.
They get out there, they know what they're doing, and the first thing obviously is trying to comfort the young man and take care of him, and now it looks like they have gotten him onto the stretcher here. So absolute pros that do this, and a lot of them are volunteers.
Yes.
People who just basically volunteer their time and do it to give back to the community.
Yes, it is, and they do volunteer, but besides their volunteerism, they have to go to school for
their training. Yeah,
training. So,
absolutely.
Which is nice because it's right down the road for them at Southwest Tech.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, Southwest Tech, what a resource for our region, right?
Yep.
They were recently, of course, they had a big party up here. They were recently named the #1 two-year college in the entire country. It's funny. They're right in our backyard. Sometimes you don't realize how really solid of an institution this is for a 2-year school.
Yes, it is, and this is where I went to Southwest Tech for police academy.
Policing, yeah.
And
they have a great police academy course too as well.
Yep.
I did not go for police academy, but I did, and here we go. They're hauling them off now to applause, which is great to see. I didn't go to the police academy. I did though. This was kind of fun for me. Get to go to the shooting range and fire off some rounds, which was pretty exciting. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of fun.
Yeah,
that was kind of fun. So, but yeah, they great college and great training, and again, the EMT and emergency personnel on staff here just do a fantastic job. All right, well, we're gonna get back to play here in just a moment. Did we see the number on the player or who that player was?
No, I did not. I'm
number
thinking 5.
Yeah, it looks like it was number 5. That would be Trayton Myers, and that is, boy, that's a tough loss. Trayton Myers is one of the starting running backs, so they do have some depth. I mean, Belleville has some other good runners, but boy, that's a tough one.
Yep, you hate to see your better running backs go down, and that kind of happened to me when I was at Belmont. I had kind of lost Andrew Eastlick and Elliot Gulke in one game, and then those were my 2 stud running backs. And after that,
it's tough.
The picking gets a little slim, so I had to move Jake Camps from tight end to running back for a while there.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, 6'3", he'd fall down and gain 3 yards.
All right, looks like we are ready to get back to action here. 7:13 is the time remaining in this first quarter. It's 7-0. Fennimore leads Belleville, but Belleville right now across midfield, they are driving. They're they're right at the 50-yard line, and it's 2nd down and 15 for the Wildcats. Working out of the pistol formation here, it is Raiden Taylor, and takes a snap. It is a crossbuck run to the right, and trying to turn the corner, but not going anywhere is Cooper Nemec, who was met and thrown down. Great defense there by Fennimore as Jacob Kreichman really just blew that up from the defensive end spot, Scott.
Yes, he did, but I think that's and I'm not trying to be homer or anything like this or trying to be neutral, but that's 2 plays now the officials kind of blew it. That was a horse collar tackle.
Boy.
And they let it go. And
loss of 8 makes it 3rd down and 23 now for Belleville.
So, but it was a good stop. Good tackle and such for a loss there.
4 receivers, 2 to either side. Shotgun formation here for Taylor. And play action, throws, ball is deflected, and actually it was Kreichman, the defensive end, who got pressure and got a hand on the ball as it was thrown. Turned out to be a dead duck as soon as it left his hand. It's incomplete, and that'll set up 4th down and 23. So an incomplete pass, and Belleville again will be forced to punt. That's back-to-back punts on their first 2 possessions of the game for the Wildcats here. Here comes a punt. High, bounces at the 35, rolls inside down to the 32, and that's where it'll be downed, and 1st and 10 there for Fennimore.
And again, sets up good field position for Fennimore.
7-0. Fennimore leading and looking for more with 6:08 to play here in this first quarter of play. Rob Spangler, Scott Tolzman coming to you from Fennimore High School. We're on ESPN Radio, 1590 WPVL, and also our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Receivers split wide left for Fennimore. That would be Jude Kinney. And a slot receiver over there is Sean Yankee Fiedler. Now we have a timeout taken on the field by Belleville. And we'll keep it here. We want to thank some of our sponsors tonight, including Northland Buildings. They're our touchdown sponsor for quality Northland buildings. They're built tough for the Northland. Contact Joe Ryder, your local expert in quality Northland post-frame buildings. Just don't look directly at Joe Ryder's head, or he might be blinded by the reflection, Scott.
I don't have that problem.
No. Definitely not. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber, when you are ready. And looks like we are ready to get back to play. 1st and 10. Again, Fennimore at their own 32-yard line. 2 receivers left. Slot left, Yankee Fiedler. Wide left, it's Jude Kinney. Shotgun formation here for Dawson Krubel with running backs to either side. And it's a delayed handoff to number 33. That would be Ryder Zenchevitz. And he powers his way around the left side, tries to get something, and maybe gets a yard and a half.
Yeah, about a yard.
So we'll call it 2nd down and 9. Second and 9 for Fennimore. 2 receivers to the right. Again, Kinney and Yankee Fiedler out there. He's a slot receiver. Shotgun for Krubel. Takes a snap, looks to the left, now fires. A slant pass is a little bit too far out in front of Jude Kinney. That was a dangerous pass, too, because there was decent bracket coverage on either side of him. And that one could have been intercepted. It was not, but it falls incomplete, and it's 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, I think the defensive back was thinking that the ball was further ahead of him, but he should have intercepted it. He was that close to it and just kind of let it fall to the ground.
Same formation, 2 receivers right. Shotgun for Krubel. 3rd down and 9 for Fennimore with 5:23 to play. Here in the first quarter, Golden Eagles leading 7-0. Play action. Krubel rolls out right, throws downfield. It is incomplete. Thought Kinney was going to reel that in. It looked like it was a catchable ball, but couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete, and that'll set up 4th and long. So, Fennimore going to be forced to punt it away. And Belleville going to try and get something going on their offensive end after back-to-back punts on their first 2 offensive possessions tonight. Cooper Nemec back deep.
Blocked.
Oh, we have a blocked punt, and Belleville, I believe, recovered it.
It's going to, no matter what.
No matter what, they'll take over, yeah.
Yep.
And it'll be inside the 5-yard line.
It's going to be down at the 1-yard line.
And it'll be 1st and goal for Belleville on the blocked punt.
Yep, they came in with 4 hard rushers, got in there, blocked it, then they tried to pick it up and kind of kicked it. And by that, the Fennimore kid came in sliding to trying to cover it. And
Got to play all 3 phases, right, Scott?
Yes.
Offense, defense, and
special teams.
Yep. Blocked punt is huge. Belleville now a chance to even the score here. It's 7-0. They take over down at the 1-yard line. Their offense is in, and the quarterback is going to dive ahead, and he will score. It's Raiden Taylor with the quarterback sneak, a la the tush push, as he dives into the end zone, and it's now 7-6. And just like that, Belleville is back in this thing.
Yep.
That is a 1-yard touchdown, Northland Buildings touchdown by Taylor. And the Point and Flush Sportsman's Club extra point forthcoming. On to boot it through is Funseth. Snap down, kick is blocked. Well, just like that, we've had 2 blocked kicks in the last 30 seconds or so. A blocked punt and a blocked extra point. And the score is 7-6. Fennimore clinging to a 1-point lead. We'll be back after this timeout on ESPN Radio AM 1590 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
Are you looking for a new and exciting career? This is Jen Casper with Queen Bee Radio. We're currently hiring for people to join our radio and digital sales team. Queen Bee Radio is a fun and family-oriented work environment with unlimited growth opportunities. Life's too short to work where you're not having fun. Give me a call today at 608-349-2045, and I can tell you firsthand how my career in radio sales has been incredibly rewarding. Go to our social media pages or our websites and click on the career link for details on this radio and digital sales opportunity and to apply.
Buying a mattress can seem overwhelming. How soft should you go, or how firm? How much support do you need? All great questions and all tough to figure out without the right guidance. Hi, I'm Jeremy Culbertson, and I've been building and selling mattresses with Dubuque Mattress for over 10 years, and with our guidance, we take all the stress out of mattress shopping. We guarantee you will love your Dubuque mattress, or we'll change it for you until you do.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 3.
Welcome back. We're in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Rob Spangler, Scott Tolzman from Fennimore tonight here on ESPN Radio. And the score 7-6. Fennimore by an extra point, leading Belleville after Belleville blocked a punt moments ago. Recovered at the 1 and punched it in on a quarterback sneak to Raiden Taylor. Fennimore has taken the ensuing kickoff back to the 29-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 now for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, it was about a 14-yard kick return, going out of bounds. See what Fennimore can do.
Two receivers to the wide side, far side of the field. Shotgun formation here for Dawson Krubel. And handoff and a run left, but no running room at all for the ball carrier. That was Ryder Zanchavitz again. Trying to go around the left side, and Scott looks to me like he lost a yard.
Yeah, he's going to lose a yard. Yeah, the front line of Fennimore is not getting the job done right now.
Yeah, and momentum you can feel is clearly on the side of Belleville.
Yeah, usually after a major injury like they had, that kind of takes the wind out of the sail.
Yeah, it's had the opposite effect here on Belleville.
Yes, it has.
2nd down and 11, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Shotgun formation for Krubel here. 2nd and 11 with 4:19 to play here in this first quarter. Krubel looking to the right, now looking to rainbow deep downfield, and it is caught! What a grab! Jude Kinney leaps up over the defensive back and hauls it in
and it's
for a huge gain.
It's going to come back with Pink's automotive penalty here. And it looks like it's going to be holding.
That is a devastating Pink's automotive penalty on Fennimore, and that is coming back. And I tell you, Jude Kinney, that is textbook coming back to the ball, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and he did a great job going up for it and reaching over the head of the defender.
Yeah, I mean, he literally jumped over the defender, grabbed the ball. It was a beautiful catch, but unfortunately all for naught.
And that really puts them behind the sticks. It'll be 2nd and 21.
Yeah, 2nd down and 21. That'll move the ball inside the 20 back to about the 17-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and shotgun here for Krubel. Looking at a screen pass. He does. Gets it to Kelly, running to the right, following his blocker, spins on a 1 tackle, and then is eventually tackled near the original line of scrimmage. So a nice gain of close to 11 yards on that little screen pass.
Yeah, he's going to pick up a little over, almost 12 yards on that.
Well, that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage, but still now 3rd down and 10 here for Fennimore with 3:27 to play in this first quarter. Fennimore leading 7-6. Dawson Krubel, senior quarterback, breaks the huddle for the Golden Eagles. Receivers 2 to the right, slot right, it is Yankee Fiedler, wide right, it's Kinney. Split backs in the backfield to either side of Krubel. Working out of the gun, takes a snap, play action, rolling right, looking, throws, it is caught, but
going to be short.
Yeah. Zanchavitz made the catch but was immediately tackled after a gain of close to 4, almost 5 yards, but that'll set up 4th down. So Fennimore once again going to be forced to punt from deep in their own territory at their own 34-yard line here. Can't imagine they would go for it.
They might. Try and draw them off sides.
Yeah.
Catch them.
They certainly are setting up like they're going for it.
Yep.
Wow, I'm a little surprised at this.
Either that or it might be just a quick kick from this
There's
formation.
nobody back for Belleville. Here comes the snap, and they will throw, and it's caught! It's caught by number 20. That's Emma, and he's gone. He will go to the house for a touchdown. It's a Northland Buildings touchdown on 4th down and 6 from their own 34-yard line.
66-yard pitch and catch. You know, Belleville lined up in an all-blitz formation, thinking that maybe it would be just a quick kick from that position, and number 20, Imhoff just streaked down the middle of the field.
Yeah, Cooper Imhoff, a junior wide receiver, caught it in stride and ran the distance, and the extra point kicked through by Zanchavitz makes it 14-6 as the Point and Flush Gundog Sportsman's Club extra point is good. Fennimore leads on an electrifying 66-yard 4th down pass. Talk about having some stones. We'll be back after this timeout here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
For us, our community is at the heart of everything we do. Grant Regional's expanded breast care services are the culmination of our commitment to bringing advanced diagnostic imaging and important care to our patients close to home. We believe early detection is key and have streamlined follow-up care to improve wait times, offer convenience, and give you important peace of mind. We're proud to be a leader in Southwest Wisconsin with the latest innovation and technology for breast health. Grant Regional Health Center. Better help starts here.
Big Ten football returns to Madison this fall. The Wisconsin Badgers battle Iowa, Ohio State, Washington, and others to defend Camp Randall this season. From the grind of every snap to the roar of jump around, Badgers leave it all on the field. Be a part of all the tradition Wisconsin football has to offer. Single game tickets are available now at uwbadgers.com or by calling 1-800-GO-BADGERS. Together, we're Wisconsin like that.
In Game 4.
14-6, Fennimore on top of Belleville as we get back to action. 2:46 to play here in the first quarter, and the Belleville Wildcats will down the ensuing kickoff at their own 40 on a squibber. And here comes the first play. It's a run play by the quarterback. That would be Taylor, who rumbles ahead for a big gain, Scott. In fact, Taylor, the quarterback, has had the biggest runs of the game for the Wildcats as he rumbles up the middle for almost 15 yards.
Oh, he's going to pick up more than that. He's going to pick up 18 yards on that rumble, and yes, he has been able to get out there and run. That might be their best weapon tonight.
Yeah, Raiden Taylor. Well, with their starting running back, Trayton Myers, going down, Raiden Taylor has taken over the quarterback and had two big runs in back-to-back runs for him. 1st and 10, Belleville now at the 43 of Fennimore across midfield. Here comes a handoff, and it's a run to the right. The running back is Jackson Fahey, who maybe gets maybe a yard, maybe a half a yard. That's about it.
Yeah, it looked like the quarterback really wanted to hang on to that ball, but Fahey took it right out of the hands and didn't gain very much.
2nd down and a long 9. It's almost 2nd and 10, really. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Shotgun here for Taylor. Takes a snap, hands it off to Fahey, has a hole up the middle, and eventually he is corralled and stopped as he crossed the 35. See if they give him maybe the 34. It will be short of a first down, but that was a nice carry.
Yeah, just a straight dive and with a lead.
Looks like he picked up almost 7 yards on that. 3rd down and 2 here for the Wildcats, again down at the 34 of Fennimore. Big 3rd down play coming up. Clock at 1:02 to go here in this first quarter. 14-6, Fennimore leading. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Shotgun. Here comes a handoff. Fahey is blown up in the backfield and taken down immediately. Blitzing in was number 34, Logan Kessler. And he took down Fahey immediately, who lost almost 2 yards on that run.
Yeah, just a straight handoff dive, and Fennimore's front line blew that up.
Well, Belleville now looks like they will go for it, and probably should, this deep in Fennimore territory. 4th down and 4 from the 35 or just outside the 35 of Fennimore. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Taylor out of the shotgun. Fahey to his right. Takes a snap. It's a pitch outside of Fahey. Dropped the ball. It's loose. It doesn't really matter who recovers it because it's going to be a turnover on downs regardless. They say Fennimore does recover the ball, but again, he would have been short of the first down, so it's almost a moot point, and Fennimore will take over. Now we have a flag, Scott, late after the play here by the official in the middle of the field, and I didn't see that, but it's usually an indication of a personal foul.
Yeah, I think Zanchavich might have said something.
Yeah,
it might cost him some yardage.
Zanchavich is talking with his coach as he comes to the near sideline, so maybe I think you are on to something.
So they'll mark the ball 15 yards back from the spot there, but still Fennimore's ball, and they'll take over on about the 20-yard, their own 20.
Yeah, it was
18.
It was short of a first down, and the penalty happened after the play, so Fennimore will take over, and as you said, they now move it back, let's see, inside the 20. Looks like it's down at about the 18-yard line. 5 seconds left in this first quarter, so this will probably be the last play. Shotgun snap, and we have a flag as they hand it off to Kelly, who's trying to run around the right end, but
it's going to be against Fennimore, the legal procedure.
And it is against the Golden Eagles, so that'll move them back. So we have 3 seconds now on the clock. Fennimore leading 14-6 as we are just about through the first quarter of play. Two receivers to the right. Shotgun here for Dawson Krubel of Fennimore. 1st and 15 for the Golden Eagles. And he hands it off to Kelly around the left side and just nowhere to go.
Nope.
Great pursuit by Belleville, really clogging it up and just not allowing any running lanes. That'll be the final play of the first quarter. So we'll take a timeout. 14-6 is your score. Fennimore leading Belleville after 1 quarter here on ESPN Radio and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
At Napa, we love cars, trucks, tractors, really anything with wheels and an engine. It's more than our business, it's our passion. That's why we care so much about quality parts and quality people. And that's why Napa is so proud to be one of the most comprehensive car care brands. Tools, parts, fluids, and more. We've got you covered. Visit your locally owned parts store, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Highway 14 East, Richland Center, and Highway 61 in Boscoville.
In Game 5.
Welcome back to Fennimore on ESPN Radio, AM 1590, WPVL, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Golden Eagles have it, facing a 2nd down and 17 after a 2-yard loss on that run play. And, of course, they had a penalty on 1st down, Pink's automotive penalty. Dawson Krubel working out of the shotgun here with Kelly to his right. 2 receivers to the right. Takes a snap, play action, throws over the middle through the hands of the intended receiver, tight end Jacob Kreichman. That one, a little bit of hot sauce on it, Scott.
Yeah, it did. Threw it too quick and down. no chance to catch that ball.
Incomplete pass sets up 3rd and 17. You know, one thing Fennimore has to be cautious of, Scott, and we've already seen this, is a blocked punt. Obviously, they're backed up in their own territory. You don't want to have that happen again.
No, you want to get at least one first down here and get it out of this deep in their own territory.
2 receivers to the right. Running backs to either side of Krubel. 3rd and 17. Backed up at their own 13-yard line to go Golden Eagles. Back to pass. It's a little screen to Kelly. He's following his blockers to the right. Cuts it up to the middle. And he's hit and tackled near the first down stick, Scott.
It's actually going to be close. He might have picked it up.
It really depends on the spot here. And it looks to me like he got it. So it is a first down on that screen pass to Kelly. Wow, what a play.
Yeah, blocking downfield was very well handled, and he was able to zigzag and get that first down.
So that'll take it up to the 29-yard line where it's 1st and 10 Fennimore. The Golden Eagles keep the drive alive. Krubel from the gun. 2 receivers to the left this time. Ball on the far side hash. Play action, throw over the middle. It's blocked. It's actually batted down by number 52. Hazon Edmond got his big paws up and knocked that thing down.
Yeah, he's not a short boy. He jumped up and was able to knock that ball down pretty easily.
You know, and that's one of those things that defensive linemen, Scott, and you know this from being a longtime football coach, get your hands up in those passing lanes, right?
Yep.
I mean, you can really cause havoc when you do that, and that's exactly what Edmonds did. 14-6, Fennimore leading Belleville with 11:11 to go here in this second quarter. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Shotgun formation here for Krubel. 2 receivers to the left. Delayed handoff goes to Kelly around the right side, shakes a man, and then cuts back to the left, still on his feet. He's across the 45 and tackled near midfield. And that'll be another Sullivan Auctioneer Big Iron Realty first down. A big run by Kelly.
17 yards, picks up a first down.
17-yard scamper by Reese Kelly. Moves the sticks. And Fennimore keeps the drive alive. Fennimore leading 14-6 here, 11:02 to go in this second quarter. Now a tight formation. Well, they still have 2 receivers out there to the right. Running back to either side of Dawson Krubel. Working out of the gun. And here comes the delayed handoff. Zinchavitz, hard charging run up the gut. Good extra effort. Fahey eventually brings him down, but not after ripping off almost 5 yards on that first down carry. Good hard run. 2nd and 5 coming up for Fennimore. Now across midfield to the 48 of Belleville. Ball on the far side hash. 2 receivers to the left. Slot receiver is Yankee Fiedler. Kinney is the wide receiver, and a wing back to the right. Shotgun here for Krubel. Takes a snap, handoff. Running up the middle, it is Reese Kelly, but he is blown up and escorted backwards quickly by number 24. Coming up for Belleville.
He might have gained a half a yard, but then he got shoved way, way back.
That's Jesse Luchesinger who blew up that play. And we'll call it 3rd and 5, no gain.
3rd and 5 to the Golden Eagles.
Krubel bringing in the play from the near sideline. 9:52 to play till halftime. 14-6. Fennimore on top. Boy, the smells from the concession stand are amazing tonight, aren't they?
Yes, they are. It's making me hungry.
Had one of their pork chop sandwiches. Those are fantastic. 2 receivers to the right. Krubel to pass. Has time in the pocket. Throws over the middle. Oh, just out over the outstretched arms of Yankee Fiedler. If he just took a little bit off that, that would have been a completion for a first down.
First down, yep, and probably more.
But it drops incomplete, and that'll set up a 4th and 5 for the Golden Eagles. Now, they have gone for it on 4th down already. In fact, they scored a 66-yard touchdown the last time they went for it on 4th down. So
Yes.
Hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Shotgun formation, 4th and 5. Fennimore at the 48 of Belleville. Working out of the gun here, Krubel. Long snap count. Takes a snap. Looks to throw. It is incomplete. He short hopped it to Yankee Fiedler, and that will be a turnover on downs.
Well, he had no chance of getting that ball. He wouldn't be able to follow through. He had a pretty good rush coming at him, and he tried his best to kind of push it out there, and nothing doing.
Nothing doing, so that will give the ball back to Belleville. They'll start with great field position on this possession at their own 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, down 14-6 to Fennimore here. And working out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking to pass, has time, now throws. It's a cross pass connection to Nemec, who's knocked out of bounds on the far sideline after a nice gain. Looked like he picked up at least 7, almost 8 yards on that one.
Again, officials not doing a great job. There was holding. You can see the Fennimore defensive player's jersey being pulled, and nothing was called.
Clock at 9:17 to go till halftime. 2 receivers split to the right and 2 to the left. Taylor out of the gun with Fahey to his left. And it's a handoff to Fahey, running up the gut, has some running room. Still on his feet, churning forward, spins and falls ahead as he gets inside the 35-yard line down to about the 34. That was a nice run.
10 yards.
It'll move the sticks. Another Sullivan Auctioneer Big Iron Realty first down. And Belleville has a 1st and 10 at the 34 of Fennimore. Clock under 9 minutes to go till halftime. 14-6 Fennimore. Ahead by 8. Belleville driving though. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Raiden Taylor out of the shotgun. Fahey to his right. Takes a snap. Here comes a run up the gut by Fahey, and he's blown up and pushed backwards. And right through the middle of that line was big number 55 for Fennimore. That is Colton Tollefson.
Yeah,
he just blew that play up.
Blew it right up and never gave him a chance.
So they lose a yard on that. That'll set up 2nd down and 11. Clock continues to tick with 8:14 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Again, Fennimore leading 14-6 over Belleville. Thanks for listening to us tonight here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and also watching on our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun for Taylor. Receiver split out to the right is Spiegel. Now we have a timeout taken by Belleville. We'll keep it here. Thanks some of our fine sponsors, including Claire Bank, 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. That's Hermson's in Bloomington and Platteville. Russell Law Offices, they're here to assist your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices. And Bryan's Auto Body and Paint Specialists. The pros at Bryan's get the job done right. For unexpected dings to major repair projects, head to Bryan's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. Rob Spangler, Scott Tolzman, coming to you from the Ayers Furniture, just about said Ayers Construction, broadcast booth. It is 2nd and 11 for Belleville. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Back to pass, Taylor. Rainbows deep down the far sideline. It's incomplete. Over the head of the intended receiver. I believe that's Nemec.
Yeah, number 1.
Or no, I'm sorry. It is not Nemec. It is Kason Helwig, the tight end. It's incomplete, though, and it'll set up 3rd and 11.
Beautiful throw. It was right there, but as he came down out of bounds with it, kind of just dropped it.
So, 3rd down and 11 now for Belleville. Spiegel split out wide right. 3 receivers to the left. Taylor from the gun. And he'll keep it himself. Still churning forward. He gets inside the 35. Tackled near the 34 maybe, but that'll set up a 4th and 9. So
picks up 2 yards.
Imhoff with the stop there for Fennimore. Clock continues to tick. 7:17 to play here in the second quarter. 14-6. Big 4th down here. 4th and 9 for Belleville at the 34 of Fennimore. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Taylor takes the snap, looking right. Now looks to the left, throws over the middle. It is caught, and that is enough for a first down. What a grab by Brody Funseth. Funseth caught a dart over the middle, and that is a Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down, as that'll move it just outside the Bitech green zone down at about the 21-yard line.
Yep, need at 9, he picks up 12. Keeps the drive going.
That was an absolute dime there by Raiden Taylor. So Belleville's offense continues to churn. Taylor working from the shotgun here. Hands it off to Fahey up the gut and just nowhere to go. He is slammed down by a host of Golden Eagles. Leading the charge was Colton Tollefson. In fact, they're going to say he lost a yard on the play, and that'll set up 2nd down and 11. 6:10 to play. First half, we're in the second quarter. 14-6, Fennimore leads. Belleville, though, driving. They're at the 22 of the Golden Eagles. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Shotgun here for Taylor. And he'll keep it himself. He pitches it outside now to Nemec. He shakes a man, still on his feet, dives forward. Now we got a late flag way behind the play on the other side of the field as Cooper Nemec gets down near the 20, but
this might be going against Fennimore.
Yeah. Haven't seen an indication yet on what the penalty is.
No, maybe we'll go against Belleville.
They picked up the flag. It's a personal foul.
No, it is against Fennimore.
And it's against Fennimore. Unnecessary roughness. Personal foul on the Golden Eagles. So that will give them an automatic first down inside the Bitech green zone. And that'll move the ball all the way down. Let's see, where do they spot it?
It'd be about 8 yards.
Well, it's just
it'd be
shy
at
of the 10.
Yep.
So it's at about the 11-yard line after the penalty. So they can technically get a first down at the 1. Can Belleville. Working out of the gun here, it's Taylor. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. It's a pitch outside to Fahey, trying to turn the corner around the right end. He does. He cuts it back, and then he's spun down. But a nice pickup on the play as he gets closer to the goal line.
Yeah, I think he's going to get almost 7, 8.
Yeah, in fact, he's just a couple yards shy of the end zone. As he is tackled down around the 2, looks like.
Yep.
Maybe the 3. So a nice gain, about 8 on that one. 2nd and goal from the 2. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Taylor out of the gun. Hands it off. Fahey hitting the backfield and ridden down hard. That's Zenchavitz making the stop there.
Yeah, he's going to lose some yardage.
Yeah, he's going to lose at least a yard, if not 2. That's a big stop. 3rd down and goal to go from about the 4 now for Belleville. 4:23 to go till halftime. Belleville trailing 14-6. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion, though, could tie this thing up. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Taylor working out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. And he will keep it himself. Dragging tacklers, dives.
And he's going to be short.
Close to the end zone, but he's not there.
Down to the 1.
Down at the 1-yard line. Picks up about 3. That was a nice individual effort by Taylor, but now it comes It all comes down to this. 4th down and goal from the 1. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. And Taylor's under center. Looked like he fumbled a snap for a moment. Tried to pick it up. Is he in? But we have a flag down.
Well, if he's not in, they can decline it and be turned over on downs. But if he's in, then Fennimore will take the penalty.
Yeah, and that's what their coach is signaling, that they will decline the penalty here.
The officials are talking to see if he was in.
And they signal touchdown. So now Fennimore is going to be forced. Fennimore is going to be forced to take the penalty.
Yep.
Yeah, there wasn't an immediate signal that it was a touchdown right away.
No, it looked like he got stopped well short of it.
But after the officials conferred, then they signaled touchdown. And then Fennimore obviously is going to accept the penalty. It's an illegal shift on Belleville, so that will move them back 5 yards. It's still 4th down, but now it'll be 4th and goal from the 6, it should be.
Yep. Instead of having a turnover on downs, I really thought Fennimore had stopped him. Didn't look like he was in.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, we're on the kind of the opposite side, so it's hard to completely tell from this angle. But it looked like they stopped him, but it's a moot point.
Yep.
So a timeout is taken with 3.5 minutes to go until halftime. We'll keep it here.
And that was Belleville's last time out, so.
Well, this is this is a big one here. 4th and 6 coming up. Want to thank some of our sponsors. They include Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty. If you have livestock, farmland, or buildings to sell, call Daryl Krapp. Visit bigiron.com to learn more. WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and WCC-brands.com. Also, the Highland State Bank of Highland and the HighlandStateBank.net. Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and at ColeAcresGolfandGrill.com. Breckler Insurance Group in Fennimore. Also a sponsor. Back to action here. 4th down and goal to go from the 6. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to either side. Fahey to the right of Taylor. Takes a snap. Looking right. Throws.
Oh, wow.
And it's way too high. It's incomplete. And that will be a turnover on downs. Yeah, that was not a catchable ball. I believe it was intended for Spiegel, but not anywhere close.
Nope, the quarterback never gave him a chance, just way too far over his head.
So an incomplete pass turns it over to Fennimore, and now the Golden Eagles take over at their own 6-yard line.
Opportunity to score some points, but on the other hand, they didn't, but they got Fennimore deep in their own territory. If they can hold them here, they can get another chance.
Well, and again, they did have a blocked punt, which led to their first touchdown, did Belleville. So Fennimore's got to be careful backed up on their own end of the field. Krubel takes a snap. Here comes a run play. Nice cutback by Kelly in the middle and churns ahead for what he can as he gets out. Looks like close to the 10-yard line, so a decent gain of 3, almost 4 yards.
Let's go wide. Reese Kelly, the ball carrier. A gain of 3.
Fennimore will be content to run that clock. 3:02 to go here in the first half. They lead it 14-6 to Fennimore over Belleville. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation here for Dawson Krubel. Kelly to his left. And takes a snap. Pump fake, throws over the middle. It's a little in-breaking route, and it's a little too low, incomplete, intended for Jude Kinney. So a slant pass inside is incomplete. That will stop the clock with 2:37 left and set up a 3rd down and 7. Almost a little surprised that they didn't stick with the running game, Scott.
Yeah, I would. With as much times left on the clock, I would be deep in their territory, just sticking with the running game and try to pound it.
3rd down and 7. Two receivers right, wing back left. Krubel to pass. It's a swing pass. It's caught. And running around the right side, it's number 6 for Fennimore. That would be Casey Drazen. He is knocked out of bounds shy of the first down stick, maybe 1.5 yards or 2 yards shy. So 4th and 1 coming up, and Fennimore, I would assume, will punt, but again, they have to be careful here.
Yep. Got to have an all-max block here.
If you're Fennimore, you just want to get this thing off. There's a flag, and there is good pressure on the punter, Jude Kinney.
And it's lucky because it was a straight up, straight down, and Belleville would have got the ball at about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, maybe the 25. You're right. Not a good punt attempt. So.
No.
Let's see what the flag is here. I haven't seen what the indication is, but I think it's on.
It's against Fennimore.
So they'll try to punt again as they move it back 5 yards. Kinney in his end zone. Pressured, does get it off. This is a better punt, but still not a good one.
No.
It doesn't even get to the 30, and it sails out of bounds. So again, if you're Belleville, you're going to get great field position here. .224 to go till halftime. See where they spot the football.
It looks like it's going to be about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, almost right at the 25.
Yeah.
That's Fennimore's 25.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with not having the hash lines on.
2:24 to go. And here comes the delayed handoff to Fahey. Runs into the pile and then is ripped down eventually, but does get some good forward yardage as he picks up 3, almost 4 yards on that run.
In on the tackle for Fennimore, Braden Watford.
2:05 to play. Clock continues to tick. 14-6. Fennimore leading Belleville, but the Wildcats are driving and in plus territory. Down at the 22, working out of the gun here, it is Taylor, 2 receivers to either side. Play action. Has time now, looking downfield, going to scramble to his left, throws towards the end zone. That one's overshot of the intended receiver, incomplete. I think it was Cooper Nimick, but incomplete pass, and that'll set up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, with no timeouts, they going to have to get everything called in from the sideline as quick as possible.
Minute 40 to go till halftime. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Spiegel wide left, wide right it is Hellwig. Working out of the gun. It's Taylor. Takes the pass, or takes the snap rather. Steps up, throws. It is incomplete. That was intended for Nemick. It glanced off of him. That was a laser, and it'll set up 4th down and long. Well, 4th down and long here, and I'm assuming Belleville going to go for it again. Scott, or no? Actually, looks like they're going to try and kick a field goal.
Yeah, they have a pretty decent field goal kicker.
All right, so he is inside the 30. Looks like he's at the 29. This will be a 39-yard attempt. Here comes the kick. It's not going to get there.
No, they rushed it way too quick. Never gave him a chance to really set it up.
So no good on the field goal attempt. And the score remains 14-6. Fennimore leading with 1:33 to go here in this first half. And Fennimore, luckily enough for them, will take over in much better field position here. So they'll take over at the 20. First and 10 for the Golden Eagles. 2 receivers to the right. Offense back out there, led by Dawson Krubel. And here comes a run play. Across the formation, taken by Yankee Fiedler. Now he cuts it back to the left, but he slipped and fell. Lost his footing. And a whole lot of running, but only gains maybe 3 yards on that.
Had more yards east and west instead of north and south. But if he wouldn't have slipped, he would have had a lot more.
It was electrifying for a brief moment.
Yes, it was.
3rd down and 7 coming up for Fennimore. Under a minute to go now in the half. 2 receivers left. Wing back right, shotgun for Krubel. Kelly to his left, takes a snap. And it's a screen to Kelly. Following his blockers around the left side, then cuts it back. Still on his feet and knocked out of bounds as he got up near the first down stick, which is just across the 30. But he's still shy of it by about 1.5 yards, I would say. So that'll set up 2nd and a yard. Or 3rd, rather, and a yard.
Yep, 3rd and yard. And they're in no hurry. They went out of bounds. I think they may use their timeouts if they get this first down. If they don't, kind of let the clock run out.
Well, the clock did stop because he got out of bounds. 42 seconds left in the half. 3rd down and 1 yard to go. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Handoff. Zenchavitz dives ahead, and he's got the first down. He's kind of bowling balls his way through. Picks up a first down.
First down, and
that's a Sullivan Auctioneer Big Iron Realty first down for Fennimore. 30 seconds now left in the half.
Yep, I think they're just content to let the clock run out here.
Yeah, well, they will get the first possession of the second half, and Fennimore has the lead 14-6. Let's see if they get one more play in here. 13 seconds left. 2 receivers to either side. Shotgun for Krubel. Clock down to 7 seconds, 6. Here comes the snap. Krubel to pass. He's going to throw it over the middle, and no one is there. Incomplete. The closest receiver was Kreischman, but he was not really near it.
Yep.
So an incomplete pass with 1 second on the clock, and it's 2nd and 10. Kneel down or one more play, Scott?
I would kneel it down, but some coaches, 1 second left to go, air it out.
That looks like what Fennimore is going to do. 2 receivers to either side, shotgun for Krubel. 1 second on the clock before halftime, 14-6, Fennimore leads. Krubel will hand it off. Zenchavitz will run up the middle, and he'll be tackled. He gets a first down as he picks up almost 15 on the run, but that will do it for the first half of play. Fennimore leads 14-6 over Belleville. And coming up next, it is the McNett Electric halftime report. We'll have halftime stats, scores, and a whole lot more after this timeout on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Halftime, 3 minutes.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop into the Shoebox, the largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
I'm here with Kyle Wiskus from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Kyle, it seems like hybrids are dominating the roads, but there aren't many charging locations in Dubuque.
Agreed. Luckily, Toyota hybrids don't require plug-in charging. The Toyota hybrid system is built to charge while the vehicle is being driven, so there's no need for plug-in charging.
What about the battery life? Should people be worried about its longevity?
Not at all. Toyota has sold over 5 million hybrids in the last 25 years. Plus, their battery warranty covers you for 10 years or 150,000 miles.
How does regular maintenance on a hybrid compare to a gas model?
Toyota hybrid vehicles require the same maintenance as gas-powered models, and oftentimes even less. For example, the hybrid model's regenerative braking charges the battery even while slowing down the vehicle, increasing the life of the vehicle's brake pads.
Wow, it seems like there are a lot of benefits in choosing a hybrid Toyota. Visit Anderson Weber in Dubuque to learn more and take a test drive today.
Watch live and archived H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lady Center Monroe High School Sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Halftime, 3 minutes.
Coming to you from the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, best seat in the house. Rob Spangler, Scott Tolzman on a beautiful night in Fennimore. Boy, we have been blessed with just fabulous weather this football season, and another gorgeous night. Fennimore leads Belleville 14-6 at the half. Our halftime report is brought to you by McNett Electric in Belmont. For all of your electrical needs, call McNett Electric at Belmont. Coming up on the halftime show, we'll have our Millie's Diner in Dickeyville halftime fix. Also, a look at our halftime stats and some scores on the Shoebox scoreboard. In fact, let's take a gander over at the scores now. Our scoreboard again brought to you by the Shoebox and Black Earth. Again, the score here, Fennimore leads 14-6 over Belleville. At the half, Richland Center leads Broadhead Judah 34-6. Also at the half, Platteville leads Dodgeville 21-7. Prairie leads Lancaster 28-14 at the half. And River Valley is leading New Glarus 21-14 also at the half. One more halftime score. Seneca Wazeeka Steuben leads River Ridge 8-6 at the half. So those are the scores that we have on the Shoebox scoreboard. And Scott, any scores that are surprising you a little bit tonight, or kind of what you expected?
It's kind of what I expected. I thought maybe Lancaster and Prairie du Chien could be a little closer, but Lancaster's been playing kind of spotty a little bit here and there.
Yeah,
they're young, so.
Platteville looking good tonight, 21-7 over Dodgeville.
Yeah, Platteville, I've been surprised in how well they have come around. Their defense needs to get stronger, but their offense really is.
Yeah, they're
tough.
Kind of a dangerous team, aren't they?
Yes, they are, but their defense is really susceptible.
And then maybe the game of the night, Seneca Wazeeka Steuben, just a 2-point lead at halftime over River Ridge, 8-6.
And Seneca Wazeeka Steuben is a strong team this year. They've played everybody pretty tough throughout the year. Blackhawk was very close, and so was Potosi Cassville. So
our game 14-6, Fennimore leading by 8 at the break. And Scott, anything surprise you about this first half between these two teams?
I think it's an even match teams. Fennimore has made more big plays that led to their scores, but it's one of those where when you look at the stats here, Fennimore is out gaining Belleville, but rushing wise for Fennimore is 16 attempts for 66 yards, Passing, 15 attempts, 6 complete, no interceptions for 113 yards.
Including that 66-yard touchdown.
Yep, and that's one of the big plays. You take that away, and it wouldn't be like that. 6 first downs. This is where Fennimore's kind of hurting themselves. 7 penalties for 60 yards, no turnovers. For Belleville, 16 rushing attempts for 61 yards. Passing, 9 attempts, 2 complete, no interceptions for a plus 5 yards. And they have 5 first downs, 2 penalties for 10 yards, and no turnovers. So, you take away 2 big plays from Fennimore, and the stats would be a lot more even.
Yeah. And as far as Belleville is concerned, the lone touchdown, of course, came courtesy really of that blocked punt, which they took over at the 1 and then punched it in. Since then, though, they have had some drives and gotten deep into Fennimore territory. They just haven't been able to punch it in, Scott.
No, and Fennimore's defense has come up big on several key plays, and especially on that 4th down and 6 on Fennimore's 6-yard line. They were able to stop.
Which technically was a 4th and 1 prior to the illegal shift penalty.
Yep.
And of course, they went for it on 4th and 1 and got, I guess technically they scored according to the officials.
Yep, they scored.
But then Fennimore took the penalty, that moved them back, and then of course Fennimore got the stop.
Yep, and then Belleville tried to where were they lined up on the 25, 29, 39-yard field goal, and it got kind of rushed, and the kicker never really got a good shot at it. But during warm-ups, he can hit them.
Yeah.
So it's just
obviously the fact that they would be willing to attempt a 39-yard field goal means they feel confident in their kicker, and there isn't hardly any wind out here.
No.
I mean, conditions are pretty good for kicking.
Yes, it is, and it's a great night for high school football. The conditions I kind of like, getting into the low 60s, upper 50s. Yeah, you still want to keep your kids hydrated, but you don't end up with the major cramping like you do in the hot days, and you don't quite get exhausted from the heat like you do in the colder.
A little bit more endurance, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we have a good one here. I mean, just a 1-score game, 14-6. We will talk about what the Millies halftime fix is in a moment, but we're going to take a quick time out. Our score, 14-6, Fennimore leading Belleville at halftime here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL Platteville, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
For the past 70 years, Grant Regional Health Center has been more than a hospital. We've been your neighbors, your caregivers, your support in life's biggest moments. From welcoming new life to standing strong in times of need, we've grown with you because of you. As we celebrate our 70th anniversary, we remain committed to our communities and what matters most, exceptional local care for you. Grant Regional Health Center, celebrating 70 years of caring for our communities.
Hey, Mom and Dad, before your little goblins go trick-or-treating this Halloween, send them off with a hamburger or hot dog made with a freshly baked Village Hearth Classic bun. Soft, wholesome, and full of old-fashioned flavor, even the most finicky little princess or Cape Crusader will gobble them up. So this Halloween, fuel your kids with a Village Hearth bun, because as every monster knows, the best nights start with a great bite. Village Hearth, baked locally and delivered fresh daily.
In Game 6.
We're back on the McNett Electric halftime report. Rob Spangler, Scott Tolzman bringing you high school football tonight. Friday Night Lights here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL. A full slate of games on our Queen Bee family of stations. The score here, 14-6, Fennimore leading Belleville. Of course, over on our sister stations, we've got on 97.7 Country, Lancaster at Prairie du Chien. Last time we checked, Prairie was up 28-14, I believe. Let me just double check that. 28-14 halftime score. Prairie du Chien leading Lancaster. Platteville is playing at Dodgeville tonight, and Platteville is up 21-7 at the half there. That game over on Extreme 107.1. And then Seneca Wazeeka Steuben. This is kind of the game of the night. What a thriller. It's already into the fourth quarter, Scott. I think just because these two teams are grinders and they're just pounding the rock. It is 8-6 heading to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they don't throw the ball much.
So that is a rock fight, as they might call it. That is a tough battle, and we'll see if Seneca Wazeeka Steuben can hang on over River Ridge. That one is over on Super Hits 106 and also our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Our game here is also on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel and here on ESPN Radio. Just did get another scoring update. Lancaster now has pulled within a touchdown of Prairie. So that game, still within striking distance. 28-20, Prairie leads 15 seconds into the third quarter. So again, we're assuming either a kick return touchdown or some sort of big play to open up for Lancaster as they have pulled within a score of Prairie du Chien. So that one, we'll keep our eye on that one. Well, time for the Millie's Diner halftime fix, Scott. Millie's Diner in Dickeyville, they present the halftime fix. Stop in and see what they're fixing for you. And if you had to fix anything for Belleville, obviously they're down 8 points at halftime, what would you fix?
I guess looking at what they have been able to accomplish in this game so far, and I've seen Belleville play a couple of times, their passing hasn't been on tonight. They are a good passing team, and that's probably what I would probably look at a little bit more because they are a stronger team when they pass and make completions. I would probably shorten up the pass routes and do a little bit more underneath the linebacking zones in that area, maybe looking at 5-6 yards a throw because it's just as good as a run. Their run, I would probably run the quarterback a lot more.
Yeah.
He's been able.
He has looked good when he has run with the football.
Yep. And work on that option because that option kind of freezes Fennimore a little bit.
Now, if you're Fennimore, conversely, not that they need to fix anything because they are leading at halftime, but what do they need to do better in the second half?
They need to look at the first downs and have better success on their first downs. They tend to sometimes get maybe a yard or lose yardage on their first downs, and that forces them to throw a little bit more. They do throw a nice ball, but I think if they stick to pounding the ball, that they can grind Belleville down a little bit and chew up the clock.
Yeah, that's a good point. It seems like they got away from the running game a little bit, maybe when they didn't have to.
Yes.
And you know how it is. You used to coach. I mean, sometimes you almost outsmart yourself a little bit, don't you?
Yes, sometimes you do, and sometimes, in some cases, your assistants get into your ear. And I had one that didn't like to throw, and I had another that loved to throw. So
right, it's like the angels on the shoulder, right?
Yep.
You got the angel and the devil, and one of them saying do this, the other one saying do that, and yeah, that certainly can happen.
It kind of bit me in the butt down in when we played Burlington Catholic in the semifinals in Verona that one year, and my coach, one of my assistants, finally convinced me to throw a out pattern with the running back, and I didn't really want to do it, and it ended up getting intercepted and returned for a touchdown. And granted, we still kind of had a 2-point lead, but it changed the game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And if you're Fennimore, you don't necessarily want to take too many big chances being ahead, but you do, you can't sit on an 8-point lead either.
No, you can't sit on it. You got to keep doing what you're doing, but maybe less throws, more runs. But the other thing too is you got to look at Belleville. They're chasing points.
Yeah.
They have to get the 2-point conversion to tie the score. So if they do score, Fennimore can stop them and still keep that lead. But if you're Fennimore, you want to come out and make a good drive on this opening series.
Well, we just got an update here from our own farm director, Bob Mittendorf. Southwestern East Dubuque trailing Fulton 35-20 at halftime. So there's another halftime score for you on the Shoebox scoreboard.
Yeah, another forfeit pickup
fill-in game.
Fill-in game.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating as a coach.
It is.
Because you don't want to not play.
Nope, and we had that happen to us one year where our bye fell on the Belmont Fair, which was actually the third week. So that's the start of conference play, but for us, we had that floating by, and we were always playing teams in Illinois from Stockton and the Pearl City and those guys.
Sure.
And we just didn't fit in, so we ended up playing Hartford.
Oh, wow.
And granted, it was not their varsity, but still Hartford, 10 times bigger than Belmont.
Yeah.
And their JV was probably equivalent, or if not better, than most of the teams in the Six Rivers. So, but that's what we had to go down to find somebody to play.
But you'd rather play than not play,
yep,
right?
Yep.
So yeah, and I remember a year. I'm trying to remember what team it was, but we had a team in our area, Southwest Wisconsin, who played a team in Michigan to get a game in.
Yeah, well, we went to Washburn that one year. Nice experience for the kids and everything, but that's where we had to go to get a non-conference game.
Right.
It's tough to get those games towards the end of the year or in the beginning of the year when you got your conference plays.
Well, we are just about set for second half kickoff. Our halftime report again brought to you by McNett Electric in Belmont. And Fennimore will get the first possession of the second half with the lead as they're on top 14-6. We'll put 12 minutes on the clock. Back deep for the Golden Eagles, number 2, Reese Kelly. And booted away here for Belleville, it is Brody Funseth. Ball is on the tee, and we are set for second half football here on ESPN Radio and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Here we go. It's a short kick, going to be fielded at the 25. That's by number 9, Jacob Kreichman. He is escorted out of bounds across the 30, gets up near the 31, where it's 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles.
About a 6-yard return. Does kind of give Fennimore a decent field position on their own 30, 31-yard line.
So 1st and 10, Golden Eagles at their own 31. 11:58 to play. Third quarter officially underway. 2 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. Zenchevitz, the lone setback. He is to the right of Dawson Krubel, senior quarterback for the Golden Eagles, working out of the shotgun. Takes a snap and a handoff. Zenchevitz up the gut, and not much daylight there. Collapsing in pretty hard for Belleville. Jesse Luchasinger makes a stop, and no gain. We'll call it 2nd and 10.
Second down for Fennimore.
You got to give Belleville credit. That interior defensive line has done a pretty solid job at clogging things up.
Yes, they have.
2nd and 10. 2 receivers to either side. Krubel out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. And he's pressured. He's going to run. He's hit from behind and sacked.
Yep.
It is Kaysen Hartwig who catches up with him. Defensive end goes around the backside and gets a sack. That is a Sups.com sack and a loss of 5 on the play. That was a big defensive play there by Belleville's Helwig.
Yes, it was. But there again, what I was talking about, you get that first down and get nothing, and then you're forced to throw.
3rd and 15 here for Fennimore. 4 receivers, 2 to either side. They have it at their own 27. Shotgun snap to Krubel. Pressured in the pocket, rolls to the right, throws. The catch is made by Yankee Fiedler, and then he actually slips and falls. He was ripped down after he slipped and fell as well, adding insult to injury. A decent gain on the play of about 7 yards, maybe 8, but it'll still set up 4th down and a punting situation.
4th and 7 for Fennimore.
So Fennimore will punt the ball away as Jude Kinney is on to punt. Couple men back deep, Nemec and also Luchesinger. And this ball will sail out of bounds here on the near sideline. Maybe got to the 40. It depends on where they... And they're going to mark it off. There's the 35. And still going up to the 40. And still going and stops at the 42. So it'll be 1st and 10 Belleville at their own 42-yard line.
Let's go.
Not a great punt.
No, it's
that
not.
That has been a bugaboo if you want to pick on Fennimore tonight as a punting game. Third quarter here, 9:52 to play. And first possession of the second half for Belleville, as Raiden Taylor will keep it himself. It's a running play by the quarterback around the left side before he's finally knifed down in the secondary by Casey Drazen.
Nice run, but it's going to come back. They're going to get their offensive tackle for holding.
Yeah, that was a nice run. And they clearly were listening to your Millie's Diner halftime fix, because their first play was a quarterback run.
Yeah, and he picked up almost 12 yards on that, but and the holding happened after the quarterback was gone.
Oh, geez.
So
yeah, those are the worst, aren't they?
Yes, it is.
Pink's automotive penalty will move the ball back now to the inside the 35, about the 34-yard line. So first down and about 19. Working out of the shotgun here, it is Taylor. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Play action. Taylor in the pocket, has time, throws over the middle. It's incomplete. We have a flag deep in the secondary.
Yeah. Maybe holding. I don't know, because
or interference possibly. Pass wasn't super close to any receiver though, and it's a hold. It is going to be a hold on Fennimore. So another Pink's automotive penalty, this time the other way.
Yep.
That'll move it back up near the original line of scrimmage. So 1st and 10 for Belleville after 2 plays.
Yep.
We're back to where we started.
And it's still first down.
Yeah.
And neither play counted plays counted so far.
It's a crazy game of football, isn't it?
Yes,
3
it is.
receivers right, 1 to the left. Ball here on the near side hash, working out of the shotgun. It is Raiden Taylor for Belleville. They're down 14-6 to Fennimore. And it's a design run, but being met in the hole and ripped down by number 55. That's Colton Tollefson.
Yeah,
Nowhere to run that time for Taylor.
No, they read that well. And the lead back never made a block. He went through the holes and just kind of missed everybody.
They lose 3 yards, 2nd and 13 for Belleville. And clearly the Fennimore coaching staff also heard your Millie's Diner halftime fix, because they were ready for it that time. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Shotgun again here for Taylor. And he'll pass and throws, and it's almost intercepted. Ball is deflected, knocked down by number 34. That is Logan Kessler. And he would have walked into the end zone had he intercepted that ball.
Yes, he would have. That had 6 written all over it.
Sub comes into the game here for Fennimore. Off the bench, it is Cooper Imhoff. Of course, he had that 66-yard touchdown reception on 4th down in the first half. Big offensive play. He's now out there defensively, right in the middle of the D-line. 9:03 to play here in the third quarter. 14-6 still Fennimore, and it's 3rd down and 13. From the gun, Taylor has time, plenty of time, throws over the middle. It is incomplete, intended for number 6. That's Funseth. Pretty tight coverage on the play, and I think perhaps they knocked it away.
They knocked it away, but they probably could have also been called.
Called for interference.
It was that close of a play.
No flags, and it'll set up 4th down and 13 after the incomplete pass. Back deep, it is for Fennimore, Yankee Fiedler. Here comes the punt. Nimick boots it away. It will bounce and be fielded near the 35-yard line as it's touched by Marcus Hebgen of Belleville as he was running down the field. And they'll, mark it right at the 34. 1st and 10 there for Fennimore. So
yeah, if Fennimore would have been paying attention there, because it hit the kid as the punt was coming down from Belleville. If a Fennimore kid picked it up and ran it, he could have ran it.
Could have advanced
it. And if he would have fumbled the ball and Belleville recovered, they get it back to where it was first touched.
So Fennimore, second offensive possession in the second half, takes over at their own 34, 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the left, back to pass, throw over the middle, incomplete. Imhoff, the intended receiver, couldn't quite reel it in. Makes it 2nd and 10.
Again, first down has been not so good for Fennimore.
No, 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Golden Eagles, though, still leading by 8, 14-6, 8:46 to play here, 3rd quarter. 2 receivers left, wing back right. Kelly in the backfield, back to pass Krubel. Being flushed from the pocket to his right, now a flag flies, and the throw is short-hopped, intended for Yankee Fiedler, incomplete.
I think that's a ticky-tack.
And it's a hold on Fennimore.
Yep. Wasn't much of a hold at all. I mean, it was just...
well, I'm guessing, again, way behind the play. But, nonetheless, another Pink's Automotive penalty, and
they'll decline it.
They'll
bring
decline
up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah. So, they'll take the incomplete pass, and it sets up 3rd and 10. You surprised that they're not taking the penalty yardage, Scott?
No.
2 receivers left, wing back right, shotgun formation here for Dawson Krubel. 3rd and 10 for Fennimore. Again at their own 34. Man in motion is Kelly. Takes a handoff, jet sweep around the left end, and then he's ripped out of bounds on the far sideline, but shy of the 1st down sticks. Picks up maybe 7 on that one.
No, if it would have been like 3rd down and 5, 3rd down and 6, maybe. But you had them 3rd and 10. Trust your defense.
4th down and 4 at the 40 of Fennimore, and I think they're going for it, Scott.
Looks like it.
2 receivers right, wing back left. 8.5 to go. Here in this 3rd quarter, shotgun for Krubel. Kelly to his right, play action. Rolls out to the right, points downfield, throws downfield, has his man. Fiedler Yankee makes a grab inside the 45 and tackled inside the 40 at about the 38-yard line of Belleville. Big Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty 1st down. Wow, another huge 4th down conversion.
Yes, it was. And kind of was left on an island by himself and was able to pick that 1st down up.
Yankee Fiedler came back to the ball, made a great grab there, and it moves the sticks. Ball at the 38 of Belleville, 1st and 10 for Fennimore with 8:23 to play here in this 3rd quarter. Krubel out of the gun, 2 receivers right. Backs to either side once again, takes a snap, and it's a crossbuck run. Zenchavitz up the gut, dives, gets down near the 35 before he's finally stopped. Good tackle inside.
Picks up about 4 yards.
by Edmond, helping to make the stop there under the pile. Gain of about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Two receivers left, wing back right again for Krubel. Lone running back is Cooper Emhoff. To his left, play action. Krubel has some time. Now he's flush from the pocket, and he's going to be brought down for a loss of yardage. There's a Belleville player, though, looks to, well, he's all right. He pops back up. It's Edmond. He got twisted up underneath the pile. They lose the 3 yards they gained a moment ago, and now it's 3rd and 10. So a Sups.com sack yet again. And it's 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Golden Eagles. Ball just inside the 40 of Belleville. 39-yard line. 2 receivers left, wing back right. Krubel out of the shotgun, 3rd and 10. Takes a snap. Swing pass. Hits his man, Yankee Fiedler, out in the flat, and he's ripped down after a halfway decent gain. It was Raiden Taylor who made the stop. And he's going to be, looks like good solid 3 yards shy of a first down.
4th down here.
Yep, well, they've already had 1 4th down conversion. Yep. Fennimore going for it again. 4th and 3 from the 31 of Belleville. 2 receivers right. 2 backs in the backfield to either side of Krubel. Long snap count, takes it. Play action. Throws to the right, and he undershoots his man, Kinney. It's incomplete, and that will be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, there again. They would have stuck to the shorts, but they try to go long, and it affected.
So Belleville will take back over at their own 31-yard line here. We're in the 3rd quarter, 6:08 to play. Wildcat football. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Taylor going to keep it himself and run with it. Now he cuts it outside around the left end. He's across the 45 and escorted out of bounds, and that's a nice run as he picks up more than enough for a first down, almost 15 yards on that run by Taylor. And once again, Scott Tolzman, the soothsayer, calling it, because really their best offensive plays have been quarterback keepers. I mean, the lone touchdown, of course, was a quarterback sneak. Granted, that was from the 1, but still. Taylor out of the gun again. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Fahey, the running back, to his left. And it's a handoff to Fahey around the right side. He has a decent gain before he's finally tackled down in the secondary.
That play should have been stopped right away.
Owen Kloss, the safety, makes the stop, but we do have a Pink's Automotive penalty.
False start.
And this is coming back. Boy, a lot of penalty flags tonight.
Yes.
I get the feeling, I can just sense by your tone, Scott, you're not thrilled with all the penalties here.
No, I know it's tough. I don't like to judge the officials.
No, I understand. But we need officials.
It's the insecurity of officials knowing what to call.
1st and 15 after that penalty. And we'll move it back across the 45 to the 42 of Belleville. So 1st and 15. Taylor takes it. He'll keep it himself. Running again here to the near side, the left. They blow the play dead. Almost seemed a little early, but eventually Taylor is tackled at the 45-yard line, so he picks up about 3 yards on that run. Tollefson with the stop for Fennimore. 2nd down and 12 coming up here for Belleville. 3 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. Ball here on the near side hash. 3 receivers are on the wide side of the field. Taylor, quick swing pass, almost intercepted. Kreischman, the defensive end on that side, had it bounce off his chest, Scott.
Yeah, he jumped up and got into the line of the pass.
Boy, that's, I mean, we've seen almost 2 pick sixes by Fennimore in this game, but unfortunately for them, they haven't been able to reel them in.
Nope.
3rd and 12 after the incomplete pass. Belleville still with the ball, trailing 14-6 with 5:13 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Taylor out of the gun. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Option run by Taylor. Now he pitches it outside to Fahey, but he is corralled and ripped down. Great pursuit. Zenchavitz on the backside helped make the stop. Also in on it was Kreischman.
Yeah, that play was blown up right away. I mean, the outside linebacker and the defensive end sniffed it out and forced the goal wide, and the pitch, it probably would have been better just the quarterback keep it. He probably would have gained yards instead of lost yards.
Yeah, they lose 2, 4th and 14 now for Belleville, and it looks like they are going to try and punt it away as Cooper Nemec is on to punt. Back to receive, it is Sean Yankee Fiedler. Here comes the punt. It's high, straight up in the air, and this one will bounce at the 45 about and be down maybe at the 43. Looks like that's where it is. 1st and 10 for Fennimore. Great field position, not a very good punt.
No, neither team.
No, we've seen some bad punting, let's be honest.
Yeah, you kind of.
And it's not windy, that's the thing.
No.
If, in bad wind conditions, you can understand punting not going real well, but.
I mean, schools this size, they should have at least a decent punter. I mean, you can understand that from a Belmont, a Highland, or, the small schools with less athletes. But
2 receivers right, wing back left. 1st and 10 Fennimore at their own 43. And here comes a pitch outside to Kelly. Going to try and turn the corner right side. And shakes a man. Now he's going to cut it back to the left. Wow, great tackle, though, by Edmond. Defensive lineman came back in and made the stop just when it looked like maybe Kelly was going to bust something. So no gain, a lot of running and
no gain. Good pursuit by Belleville, sticking with that play.
We're under 4 minutes now left here in this 3rd quarter. Fennimore still up 14-6. That was our halftime score. An 8-point lead for the Golden Eagles. 2nd and 10 for Fennimore at their own 43. 2 receivers left, wing back right, shotgun for Dawson Krubel. Takes a snap, play action. Steps back, throws over the middle. It is caught, but an immediate tackle as Jude Kinney made the catch, and then he was immediately brought down by Taylor. And guess what? No gain. So it was a catch for nothing.
Well, they blew the whistle off early. He actually was never brought down. He was on top of the defender and was getting up the run, and the whistle blew.
Yeah, right, because he never actually touched his butt or knee, never actually touched the ground.
Nothing went down.
2 receivers right, wing back left. 3rd and 10 for Fennimore at their own 43. Here comes a swing pass to Yankee Fiedler. Around the right side, he's got a 1st down and then some. As he tight ropes the sideline, it goes out of bounds near the 40 of Belleville. And that will move the sticks. It's a Big Iron Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty 1st down. A little screen to Yankee Fiedler.
13 yards.
A nice pickup. And it keeps the drive alive for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, take some more time off that clock. I know it's only the 3rd quarter, but the way this game's been going.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. 2 receiver left, wing back right. Krubel, empty backfield now. And it's a handoff to Yankee Fiedler, a little crossbuck action from right to left. he powers through and gets a pretty nice run out of it. Picks up 7, almost 8 yards on that one.
Nice little delay action. Come back with the receiver and a sweep.
So that'll move it inside the 40, down to the 36 of Belleville with 2:10 to play, third quarter. Fennimore still leading 14-6, looking to pad that lead though. Just an 8-point lead, looking for more. 2 receivers left, wing back right. Krubel with Kelly in the backfield, takes a snap, it's a screen out to Kelly. And a little wiggle by Kelly as he dives ahead, and he should have enough for the first down. Just needed 2.
He's gonna look, yeah, gonna pick up
about 3.
3 or 4 there, and gets that first down again. Keeps the drive going.
Sullivan Auctioneer, Big Iron Realty, first down. Clock now just over a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Fennimore leading 14-6. Well, one thing you can say about Reese Kelly, he's got some good wiggle when he gets an open space.
Yes, he does.
First and 10 for Fennimore here. Out of the gun, it is Krubel. 2 receivers to the left, short side of the field. Here comes a delayed handoff to Cooper Imhoff up the gut and just nowhere to go.
Yeah, that play was dead to right from the very beginning.
Making the stop was Fahey in the middle, and we're down under a minute now left in this third quarter, as it'll be 2nd and 10, no gain on that run.
Yeah, the delay, just the linemen never sustained their blocks. And got blown up.
Imhoff checking out, back into the game, Reese Kelly. Two receivers left. Krubel out of the shotgun, again 2 backs in the backfield. 30 seconds left in this third quarter. And here comes a handoff, Zenchavitz. Patient run around the left end, bounces it outside, down the sideline, lowers the shoulder. And gets near the 10.
And it's coming back.
But we got laundry on the field.
We got Pink's Automotive laundry.
Oh, my goodness.
And they're going to get a holding.
And it is a hold, and that will wipe out what was an impressive run by Zenchavitz.
Yes, that was probably the best run of him all night.
Man, that's frustrating if you're Fennimore. So that'll move the ball all the way back.
No.
To the 43-yard line.
They took that from the line of scrimmage, and that penalty was beyond the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Okay.
2nd down and 20 for Fennimore. Again at the 43 now of Belleville. 2 receivers right, 2 backs in the backfield. 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Krubel rolling out to the right. We got another flag. Ball deflected on a pass attempt intended for Cooper Imhoff. It's incomplete.
Another holding.
Whew. Just when Fennimore gets something going, then some self-inflicted penalty wounds here. And it was 2nd and 20, and now it's going to be 2nd and 30. And now the ball is across midfield. It's at the 47 of Fennimore. The first down is inside the 25, just so you know. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. 2 receivers left. And it's a screen to Kelly, and it glances off of Kelly's fingers, and we have another flag behind the play here. What do we got?
It looks like they're going to call holding again, but again, I don't see it, but
it is a hold again. Man.
And if I was Belleville, I'd take it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because the way the punting's been going.
Right. Now we're inside the 40 of Fennimore, 37 of Fennimore. Again, the first down Well, the original line of scrimmage is at the 34-yard line of Belleville, and they're at their own 37 now of Fennimore. So second and forever, second down and 40 to be exact. Out of the gun, handoff to Kelly, running left.
And he's going to lose
Edmonds
yards.
tackles him for about a yard loss. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. 14-6 as we head to the fourth. Fennimore clinging to that one-score lead, but this game could go either way. Stick around. More after this on ESPN Radio and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Hello, Amy here from Cuba City Family Dental. Part of our dedication to excellence in the dental services we offer are same-day crowns. Instead of return visits to our office, we can diagnose and fix your tooth in one day at any of our 3 convenient locations. Call us when you are in need and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at WIPGA.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
In Game 7.
We head to the fourth quarter. 14-6 is still our score. Fennimore leading by 8, but nobody scored in the third, and Fennimore faces a third down and 40 as we begin the fourth quarter. 2 receivers right, wing back left, shotgun here for Krubel. Quick swing pass, gives it to Yankee Fiedler around the right side. And shakes a man, still on his feet. Tackled near the 45, out of bounds on the far side of the field.
Picks up 10.
That'll be set up a fourth down and still a long ways. About 30 something, 32.
That was... No, let's see.
So Fennimore.
5, 10, 15. He should come up a couple yards.
Fennimore will punt. Wow. Ball is dropped, but they get off a decent punt. Nimick fields it on the fly at the 33. He's across the 40, 45, and escorted out of bounds right near midfield at about the 48-yard line. So a nice return by Cooper Nimick.
15 yards. Sets up good field position for Belleville.
Well,
I noticed the punter was about 16 yards back from the snap. He should probably slide up a little bit.
11-14 to play. We're in the fourth quarter. Belleville takes over at their own 47-yard line, actually. They moved it back a little bit. It was at the 48. Nonetheless, Belleville football. Working out of the gun, it is Raiden Taylor, 4-receiver set. Here comes a handoff, and the running back is absolutely blown up in the backfield. Wow. We've said this guy's name quite a few times, but it's Tollefson, who just really absolutely blew up the play in a loss of almost 4 yards. Ball carrier was number 26. That's Marcus Hebgen, but he more got carried than carried the ball. 2nd and 14 after the loss of play, and back to pass. Taylor winds up and fires. It's incomplete. Intended for Funseth. Broken up
by Drazen. A nice,
Drazen,
play.
Great read. Got there right as the ball arrived and knocks it away. It's incomplete. 3rd down and 14 now for Belleville. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Shotgun here for Raiden Taylor. Running back to his left. Takes a snap. Taylor rolls out, throws, and it's dropped. Spiegel had it, and then it just popped out of his hands, incomplete.
When it rains, it pours. Bad throw by the quarterback. He threw it down by the knees of the receiver. The receiver caught it, but as he started backing up, the knee caught the ball and kicked it out.
Yep. 4th down, 14, incomplete pass, and Belleville is going to be forced to have to punt it back. So neither team has done much offensively in this second half yet. Fennimore still clinging to that 8-point lead, 14-6, which it was at halftime. Back is Yankee Fiedler. He muffed the punt.
Whoa.
And then, thankfully for Fennimore, it's fallen on by Reese Kelly, who recovers it. But boy, that could have been a disaster for Fennimore.
It really was a disaster. Now it's way back on the 10-yard line. They would have had it up on about the 22, 23-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big loss of yardage on the muffed punt by Yankee Fiedler. And let's see, it's inside the 10. Looks like it's at about the 9 or so. 4th quarter here, 10:22 to play. Fennimore leading 14-6 over Belleville. Pivotal Swall kind of playoff implication type game. Working out of the gun here, Krubel. Man in motion is Kelly. Gets it on a jet sweep around the right side, following his blockers, and has a little bit of a gain. Almost, actually, it looks like almost 5 yards.
Yeah, I'd give him 5 yards.
A nice run on that jet sweep. They'll move it out to the 14-yard line, setting up a 2nd and 5 for Fennimore. Under 10 minutes to play. Golden Eagles trying to hang on to this one. Tight game. 2 receivers right. Shotgun here for Krubel. Man in motion is Kelly. He gets it again. Another jet sweep around the right side. This time, Belleville's ready for it.
Yep, and lose yardage.
Yeah, they snuffed that one out, and they will lose yardage. They'll lose 3, almost 4.
Yep.
So that'll set up 3rd down and a long 8, almost 9 yards. 9:10 to play in this 4th quarter. 14-6, Fennimore leading. 2 receivers left. Wing back right. Krubel, shotgun. Kelly to his left. Takes a snap. We got a stoppage.
False start.
Yep. Penalty on Fennimore. Another Pink's Automotive penalty. Whew. It's been brutal tonight.
Yes, it has.
A lot of penalties. I mean, both teams have been flagged quite a few times, but Fennimore seemingly a lot more. 2 receivers left, wing back right. 3rd down, 14, and
they're
another
going back again.
Flag. Boy. Another false start on Fennimore. Another 5 yards back. I mean, can't keep going much further back here as they are inside the 5-yard line.
No, and it's a situation where if they don't get anything on this, they're punting from their own end zone.
Yeah.
And you really don't want to take a safety because that just gives a benefit to Belleville.
Right. Well, we've already seen them have their punt blocked once, which led to Belleville's only touchdown. 3rd down and 18. Krubel to pass. Here comes a completion to Kinney, and he has a decent run after the catch. Gets past the original line of scrimmage, so at least a little bit of breathing room. And gets about 10. It'll set up 4th down and call it 7. 6. A long 6. Fennimore will punt, and Cooper Nemec will line up to receive it at the 45 of Fennimore. Here comes the punt.
No, that's a better punt.
This is a better punt. Nemec will field it at the 45. Now he's going to run to the right, to the 40. Now he cuts it back.
Oh, he's got a wall.
Has some blockers. He's across the 30, down to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he...
Is he in? They're not
I have not seen a signal. Oh, we have a flag down.
Boy, he had a wall set up there. Fennimore's going to luck out.
Wow. That was going to be a punt return touchdown.
Yep.
But it's a hold. So the Pinks Automotive penalties continue to inflict pain on both teams. This one on Belleville.
Yeah, that takes back a touchdown, and when he cut back and his wall got set up, there wasn't anybody that was going to stop him.
No. And that's why I was surprised not to see a touchdown signal, but then once I saw the flag, I realized. So 1st and 10 at the 29 of Fennimore. Great field position here, 7:45 to play in the fourth quarter. Taylor takes a snap, handoff, run up the gut, big hole. Hebgen is spun down after he rips off about 11, 12 yards.
Yeah, that time they had a pulling guard through the hole.
That was Marcus Hebgen, the running back.
I think that's pretty much the first time I seen them pull a guard, and that really opened up for them.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Shotgun here, 1st and 10 inside the 18 of Fennimore in the Bitech green zone. Hebgen jumps over a man in the hole and dives forward. Able to pick up another couple yards, maybe 2, 2nd and 8. Hebgen, as he's the second running back now to spell the original starter, Trayton Myers, who got hurt. Fahey originally was the fill-in. Back to pass now. Taylor throwing far side. It is caught by Cooper Nemec. Touchdown.
17 yards.
It is a 17-yard touchdown. Strike a Northland Buildings touchdown. And just like that, Belleville is back in this thing. So 17-yard TD to Nemec, Northland Buildings touchdown, and now a 2-point conversion attempt, I would imagine, Scott.
Yep. This is like I said, this is where Belleville's chasing points.
6:41 to play. Belleville needs 2 to tie it. Split 2 receivers to either side. 2-point conversion. Taylor to pass. Throws. It is caught. Nemec has got it. But we have a flag.
We got a flag. Might
in
have
the
a
end
lineman
zone.
downfield. We're going to get called for a lineman downfield.
Yep, another Pinks Automotive penalty. This one a costly one because it will take points off the board.
Oh, they're going to get pass interference.
Oh, pass interference. Wow. So now it is a 2-point attempt from the 17, it looks like.
Yep.
So, wow. Well, if you're Belleville, you still got to go for 2, don't you?
Yep.
Being down 2 points here with 6:41 left. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Shotgun here for Raiden Taylor. Takes a snap, throws. It is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion intended for Hellwig, but I don't know how he would have scored.
No.
Even if he had caught it. But no good on the 2-point conversion, and we'll be back after this break. 6:41 left, 14-12, Fennimore by 2. We've got a thriller in Fennimore tonight here on ESPN Radio and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 8.
Enjoy the colors of fall and take a drive to Raleigh Cheese House. Stop in and try our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. Try our own fresh, squeaky cheese curds made every week. We also carry many other local cheeses, a wide variety of snacks, deli sandwiches, and beverages. It is worth the drive to shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23 Shellsburg.
And welcome back to our True Crime Podcast. Our guest today is Sean Cleary.
Wait, what? We are supposed to be doing a commercial about Cleary's storage, egg, and sports facilities.
Great point, Sean. It was a warm summer evening in 1978 when a young man with a hammer.
Whoa, again, not a true crime podcast. I want to talk about Cleary designing the building of your dreams.
In a world where things aren't what they seem.
Okay, give me that. Good grief. Visit ClearyBuilding.com today and experience the Cleary difference.
In Game 8.
Rob Spangler, Scott Tolzman coming to you from the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Best seat in the house. We've got a good one. Fourth quarter here, 6:41 to play, and Fennimore leads it by 2. 14-12, a failed two-point conversion a moment ago by Belleville. And they had a killer penalty on their initial two-point conversion attempt. And so now Fennimore gets it back. This is a crucial possession here for the Golden Eagles as they take a touchback on the ensuing kickoff and take over at their own 20. Dawson Krubel working out of the gun here with 2 backs in the backfield and 2 receivers to the right. Takes a snap, and it's a run play to the near side. I believe Kelly, ball carrier. It is Kelly. And not a whole lot of running room. Maybe a yard or yard and a half. That's about it.
Yeah. But this is where they got to use the clock, keep the ball on the ground, chew up some time, at least get 1 first down.
Trying to hang on to this one are the Golden Eagles. They led 14-6 at halftime. Now they lead 14-12. Under 6 minutes to go. Split receivers. And a handoff to Kelly. He's running up the gut this time. Lowers the shoulder. Gets some good forward yardage there, but it'll set up a 3rd and medium situation. 3rd and almost 5.
Kelly will gain 4 yards. He's brought down by Raven Taylor. 3rd and 5 for Fennimore.
Big 3rd down coming up here for the Golden Eagles.
Yep, this is where they need to pick it up. If they can get a first down, they can take off another 3 minutes off the clock.
3rd down and 5. 2 receivers to either side. Shotgun here for Krubel. Kelly in the backfield to his left. Takes a snap. Throws. Has a man. Kinney hits him in stride at the 45-40. 45-30. 25-20. Tackled inside the 15. And that'll set up a Sullivan Auctioneer Big Iron Realty first down deep in Belleville territory. Huge connection. Well, that's how you convert a first down.
Yep.
The clock continues to move. Under 5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Fennimore leading by 2, 14-12.
60 yards on that play.
60-yard completion to Kinney.
They can pretty much take care of the clock right here.
And working out of the shotgun, it is Krubel. 2 receivers left. Split backs in the backfield, and it's a handoff. Zinchavitz up the gut. Not much real estate there. And we'll call it no gain.
Don't have to be in a hurry. Take up all the time you can.
Yep. Clock continues to tick. Just over 4 minutes left. Fennimore clinging to a 2-point lead.
Go! Offensive line, let's go! Drive them!
2nd and 10.
Drive them, line, drive them!
2 receivers left, wing back right. Krubel in the shotgun with Kelly to his left. Oh, fumbled snap. Krubel falls on it. And right at the 20, he'll lose about 3 yards, maybe 4. But they keep possession, which is the big thing.
Yeah, that was on the center. He snapped it way too soon. Quarterback was waiting for the official to start counting, and the ball came back before he was ready.
3rd down and 14 for Fennimore here. 3:16 left. Golden Eagles leading by 2, 14-12. Trying to salt this game away. 2 receivers to the right, wing back left, and we have a whistle and a timeout taken on the field by Fennimore.
Their first.
So the Golden Eagles going to talk it over. We'll thank our sponsors, Wood Law Office, serving you in Fennimore and Boscobel. They provide Grant County estate planning, elder law, probate, business law, real estate, municipal law. Call Ben Wood at Wood Law Office in Fennimore and Boscobel. Speaking of wood, what would you do right about now if you're Fennimore?
I would still keep it on the ground, chew up some more of that clock, keep everything in between the tackles.
Yep.
Force Belleville to use their timeouts. They haven't used any yet. 3 minutes.
Yeah, you got to think they're going to start using timeouts pretty soon.
Yeah, and Belleville really hasn't made any threat on their drives.
Right.
So if Fennimore doesn't pick up a first down here, you're forcing them to go almost 70 yards.
Well, here we go. 3rd down and 14 for Fennimore. They're at the 20 of Belleville. 3 minutes left in the game. Fennimore leading 14-12. Dawson Krubel working out of the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Takes a snap. Looked like he was going to throw. Now does. Deep downfield. Has a man. Touchdown! It's Yankee Fiedler with the score. A 20-yard Northland Buildings touchdown to Sean Yankee Fiedler. And that may do it.
Yep.
What a finish. What a throw, too, by Krubel.
Yes, it was. Well executed.
20-12 now the score. The extra point coming up. As the snap is down, it's fumbled, and Chavitz is going to try and throw for 2. It's the catch is made. Nope, it's dropped.
It's dropped.
It's incomplete, and that'll do it. So no conversion attempt.
No, that conversion was important because that would have put them up by 9.
But instead, it is an 8-point lead, 20-12. Fennimore on top of Belleville with 2:53 left. We'll keep it here.
Yeah, it still gives Belleville a chance here.
Yeah, with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, they could tie this game yet. They certainly have enough time, 2:53.
Yes. And 3 timeouts. That's why that extra point was so huge.
That was a big, I mean, you don't want to say that's a tri-court turning point because we got to see what unfolds or transpires in this final 2:53.
But it definitely changed.
It opens the door a little bit.
That's right.
It does.
That's right. And we have to get a nice kickoff here, not one of those short where it goes out of bounds.
No, you want to pin Belleville back. So here we go with the ensuing kickoff. And it's another short one. They're just going to, Hebgen falls on it right at the 28, maybe 29-yard line. I guess it could be worse.
Yep, no, forced Belleville not to have a chance to return it, but it didn't go out of bounds, which was nice.
2:52 left here in the ball game. Fennimore leading 20-12 in the 4th quarter. And pistol formation now for Belleville, Raiden Taylor.
It does take Belleville out of the running game somewhat.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Running back is Fahey again, to the right of Taylor. And Taylor's going to keep it himself and run to the right. He's ripped down from behind. Zenchavitz got him.
A gain of 5. He's brought down by Ryder James.
Gain of close to 5 on that. The clock will continue to tick. It's down to 2:34. Got to be urgency on the part of Belleville here.
Yes.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun for Raiden Taylor. Takes a snap. Option play, pitches it outside. It's loose, but Fahey picks it up off the hop and gets what he can out of it, which is a couple, maybe 2 or 3 yards. But again, that clock is going to continue to tick unless they call a timeout.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised a little bit that.
Yeah, we're almost at 2 minutes now. Yep, we're under 2 minutes. Minute 59 to play. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Third down and 3 for Belleville. They're at their own 36. Back to pass. Taylor deep down the far sideline. It's almost intercepted. Kinney was back there playing deep safety. Fiedler Yankee, or Yankee Fiedler rather, was in coverage. And it's incomplete. Clock stops, minute 47 left. Fourth down. This could be the ball game.
Yeah, if Kinney wasn't there, that ball probably would have been caught by Belleville and picked up some big yardage.
If Fennimore gets a stop, they pretty much win the game here. 4th down and 3. Here comes a run play. Taylor's got a first and more. He's in the secondary, and he's tripped up finally by number 2, Reese Kelly. But more importantly for Belleville, they get the first down with a minute 40 left. That clock continues to roll. It's across midfield now at the 49, and now a timeout will be taken by Fennimore
again.
Which is almost surprising to me that Fennimore's the one burning the timeout here. If I'm Belleville, I would think about taking a timeout here with a minute and a half left.
Well, it's smart to regroup your kids, get them to understand what the situation is, give them a little bit of a breather.
Yep. Yeah, they're on their heels a little bit from that last run by Raiden Taylor. And again, you touched on it with our Millie's Diner. I'm giving you a lot of credit here, heaping it on thick, Scott. But you said that was their most effective play, and you were right. Those quarterback draws have worked very well for Belleville.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation for Taylor here. 1st and 10 at the 48, or 49 rather, of Fennimore. Minute 33 to play. And it's a run play up the gut by Taylor. That time, not a whole lot of running room. Good job up front, and Chavitz was there, and also in on the stop, it was Tollefson. 2nd down and about 7 for Belleville. Clock at a minute 14 left. 3 receivers right, 1 to left. Shotgun. Low snap. Taylor has it. Rainbows deep down the right sideline. It's incomplete, but boy, we have a mugging. Yep, we have a mugging going on, and you have to call that one.
Yeah, the good thing.
Owen Kloss was all over the wide receiver, who, I'll be honest, really had no shot at getting that ball.
No, but in high school, it doesn't matter. But the good thing about this for Fennimore, it's 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, so
yeah, it's not a spot foul.
Not a spot foul.
Yeah, Spiegel was the intended receiver. It lands incomplete, but again, a 15-yard penalty on Fennimore. Stops the clock now with a minute 3 left, and now Belleville has a 1st and 10 inside the 35 down to the 33 of Fennimore.
Yeah, and missing that extra point puts the pressure, makes it an exciting game here.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Run up the middle. This is Fahey. Cuts it to the right, still on his feet, churning forward. Gets inside the Bitech green zone, inside the 20. And it's 1st and 10. A Sullivan Auctioneer Big Iron Realty first down with 55 seconds left. Down at about the 19-yard line, 18-yard line of Fennimore. Actually, no, that's further. It's inside the 15.
That's like the 14-yard line.
That's about the 14-yard line or so. 1st and 10. Wow, well, you're right. This is an exciting game.
Yep.
If you're Fennimore, a little too close for comfort. But if you're Belleville, you've got a puncher's chance here.
Yep. You haven't done anything really substantial the whole game. And now you finally put a good drive together here, but you still need to score.
Still need
and a
touchdown and a 2-point conversion, yeah. All right, here we go. Belleville out of the timeout, 55 seconds left. First and 10 for the Wildcats at the 14 of Fennimore. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Pitch outside to Fahey. Gets away from one man, bounces it outside, and eventually roped down, but near the first down sticks. And that'll be inside or right at the 5-yard line. So a heck of a run by Fahey. And now it's third down and about a yard. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Here comes a run play to the right. Fahey, he'll run, he's in. Touchdown. So Fahey scores. And now a 2-point conversion could tie the game. That is a Northland Buildings touchdown. 5-yard scamper by Fahey.
Yep.
Well, it all comes down to another 2-point conversion attempt.
And wouldn't have had to happen if they would have made their extra point.
Right. Fennimore wouldn't be sweating this out right about now, but instead they are, and we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Don't tune your dial or your YouTube channel. Wow, what a game. We want to thank our sponsors, Wood Law Office, serving you in Fennimore and Boscobel, Grant County Estate Planning, Elder Law, Probate, Business Law, Real Estate, Municipal Law. Call Ben Wood, Wood Law Office, Fennimore and Boscobel.
This is where your seniors on that field need to step it up. This is the game right here.
Yeah. 24 seconds left on the clock. 20-18. Fennimore leads by 2. 2-point conversion attempt coming. 3 backs in the backfield.
Wing T.
Taylor hands it
dive.
off. Fahey, he will.
No, short.
Not get in.
No.
He's stopped at the goal line. What a stop by the Golden Eagles. It looked for a moment like Fahey was going to score.
Yeah.
And then he was hit right at the goal line and knocked down.
He got twisted at the goal line and got knocked backwards a little bit. He had a lead dive. They came into a wing T and they had a double lead and was set up nice, but.
So that's 2 2-point conversion attempts that are no good for Belleville, and Fennimore clings to a 2-point lead with 24 seconds left. And barring a onside kick miracle, the Fennimore Golden Eagles will escape with a win.
With the win, yep.
You know that Belleville's going to try an onside here.
Oh, they have to, you know. If you don't, you're basically saying we give up.
Yeah. Great night in Fennimore. The crowd is into it, as you can imagine, Scott.
Yep.
As they should be. This is what Friday Night Lights is all about. We've had a heck of a game. Here comes the onside kick. And Cooper Nimick boots it. It's fielded cleanly, and Fennimore has secured the ball game and the football. That's Tegan Drazen who recovers it. Great job sealing it up and sealing the win for Fennimore. Golden Eagles will take a knee, and they will win this game.
Good game by both teams.
Yeah, what a thriller.
I mean, you take away the mistakes and all that, but it was a good game.
Yeah, this is a gut check win for Fennimore. There's the kneel down. Belleville will not stop the clock, and that will do it. Your final score is 20-18. Fennimore on pink out night holds on for a thriller. And we'll be back with the Reeves Wealth Management Edward Jones postgame show coming up next. Our final 20-18, Fennimore over Belleville here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 9.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In Game 9.
Welcome back to Fennimore. Rob Spangler along with Scott Tolzman here in the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House broadcast booth, and this has been a fun one.
Yes, it was. Good game. I mean, you take away the penalties.
Too many penalties.
Way too many penalties, but it was a well-played game between both teams, and they're working to get a good spot in the playoffs, and Fennimore just took one more step closer to a better seed.
Yep.
Belleville has nothing to put their heads down on. They missed those extra points, but they fought hard and
you said
back.
Chasing points.
Yep.
You never want to be in a position where you're chasing points, and unfortunately for Belleville, that's the position they were left in as they lose on a failed two-point conversion, 20-18. But they had an earlier two-point conversion in which they, seemingly made, but then a penalty was committed and it bounced it back, and then they failed on the second attempt.
Yep.
And those come back to bite you, unfortunately.
Yes, they haunt you, and like anything, penalties can be drive killers, and in that case, it was a two-point conversion killer.
And coming up on our post-game show, we'll take a look at the Shoebox scoreboard, also our final post-game stats. That's all coming up. 20-18, the final score tonight, though. Fennimore holds on over Belleville in a thriller here on Pink Out Night in Fennimore. We'll be back with more of our Reeves Wealth Management Edward Jones post-game show after this on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL Platteville, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 10.
Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's. Your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the hygiene brand of products, as well as other dairy hygiene products. Make your operation more efficient and profitable, and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com.
Fuller's Milker Center.
In Platteville, whether your tires just can't take it anymore or you need an oil change, welcome to Good Knees Garage. Maybe you just want a friendly, honest mechanic to answer questions about that funny smell or the weird noise your car is making. At Good Knees Garage, they have the experience to help you with all your auto repair and tire needs. In Lancaster, Pink's Automotive provides repair service for all domestic and imported cars, trucks, and semis. Their certified technicians have the equipment and experience to keep your vehicle in top running condition. For an oil change, new tires, or a complete transmission overhaul, contact Pink's Automotive in Lancaster.
In Game 10.
And we're back on the Reeves Wealth Management Edward Jones post-game show. Final score tonight, 20-18. Fennimore holds on. A failed two-point conversion attempt at the end. The Golden Eagles win it over Belleville in a thriller. Our game brought to you by Wood Law Office, serving you in Fennimore, Boscoville. They provide Grant County estate planning, elder law, probate, business law, real estate, and municipal law. Call Ben at Wood Law Office in Fennimore and Boscoville. We'll take a look at the Shoebox scoreboard. We have some finals matriculating in. We'll get to those right after this timeout as we continue the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show. 20-18, Fennimore over Belleville. Back after this on ESPN Radio and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-game 4 minutes.
I'm here today with Nick Heston from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Nick, it seems like hybrids are dominating the roads, but there aren't many charging locations in Dubuque.
Agreed. Luckily, Toyota hybrids don't require plug-in charging. The Toyota hybrid system is built to charge while the vehicle is being driven, so there is no need for plug-in charging.
That's awesome. But what about the battery life? Should people be worried about its longevity?
Not at all. Toyota has sold over 5 million hybrids in the last 25 years. Plus, their battery warranty covers you for 10 years or 150,000 miles.
How does regular maintenance on a hybrid compare to a gas model?
Toyota hybrid vehicles require the same maintenance as gas-powered models and oftentimes even less. For example, the hybrid model's regenerative braking charges the battery while slowing down the vehicle, increasing the life of the vehicle's brake pads.
Wow, it seems like there's a lot of benefits in choosing a hybrid Toyota. Visit Anderson Weber in Dubuque to learn more and take a test drive today.
Football season is back, and no matter which home team you root for, there's one thing everyone in the Midwest can agree on. If you're tailgating or grilling at home, nothing beats a freshly baked Village Hearth bun. An old-fashioned hot dog bun is the perfect accompaniment for a brat or a hot dog and all the toppings your little heart desires. And for the best burgers, you just can't beat the Village Hearth Classic Bun. So head to the store and pick up some Village Hearth buns. The weekend is almost here.
Pizzeria Uno, the Annex, and the Back Bar in Platteville offer a trio of options for your dining and drinking enjoyment. The Annex Sports Bar is the place to catch the big game. While you're rooting on your favorite team, you can order from the full Pizzeria Uno menu. Uno's signature Long Island iced teas, a great variety of local beers, mixers, and more let you complement Platteville's best deep dish pizza your way. Pizzeria Uno, the Annex, and the Back Bar in Platteville.
Skilled trade workers are the backbone of every community, and also the Army National Guard. Soldiers trained to keep the power flowing, engines running, and in every other trade needed to accomplish the mission. These soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
And welcome back to our True Crime Podcast. Our guest today is Sean Cleary.
Wait, what? We are supposed to be doing a commercial about Clary's storage, egg, and sports facilities.
Great point, Sean. It was a warm summer evening in 1978 when a young man with a hammer...
Whoa, again, not a true crime podcast. I want to talk about Clary designing the building of your dreams.
In a world where things aren't what they seem.
Okay, give me that. Good grief. Visit ClaryBuilding.com today and experience the Clary difference.
Your high school postgame show is brought to you by Elena and Ben Reeves at Edward Jones, a financial service firm serving individuals and business owners.
Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And we're back on the Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones postgame show. Final score tonight, 20-18, a 2-point win by the Fennimore Golden Eagles on Pinkout on their home field over Belleville. We had a thriller. Rob Spangler, Scott Tolzman with you. We'll recap the postgame stats, also our MVP announcement, drive of the game, Tri-Court Turning Point, and Scrapper all coming up. Let's take a look, though, at the Shoebox scoreboard. We have some finals. Quite a few coming in over on Super Hits 106 tonight and our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Seneca Wazeeka Steuben defeated River Ridge 15-6 in a thriller there. Also, Prairie du Chien, wow, this was a tight one. They defeat Lancaster by 2, just like our game, 28-26, Prairie with the win. Also, just got this one in, New Glarus comes from behind and defeats River Valley 31-30. Wow. They had trailed for most of that game. Fulton defeats Southwestern East Dubuque 56-40. And Platteville knocks off Dodgeville tonight That was on Extreme 107.1, 35-21, the final there. So those are some finals for you on the Shoebox scoreboard. It's brought to you by the Shoebox in Black Earth, largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Scott Tolzman working on our post-game stats, and we'll get to those here in just a second. One more timeout, and we'll be back to wrap up the post-game show with stats and our awards coming up after this. 20-18, the final. Fennimore knocks off Belleville here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-game 1 minute.
RPG came through the belly of the aircraft. We don't talk about the female combat wounded. These are our daughters and our sisters and our mothers. Wounded Warrior Project came into my life and taught me how to stand back up and get back in the fight. The truth is, I think we all have this strength inside of us, but until you're tested, you just don't know it's there.
See how Wounded Warrior Project empowers women veterans like Beth by visiting woundedwarriorproject.org/empowerwomenvets.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Post-game 1 minute.
We're back to wrap up the Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones postgame. 20-18, Fennimore knocks off Belleville in a SWAL showdown. Rob Spangler, Scott Tolzman, coming to you from the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House broadcast booth. And Scott, let's take a look at the final numbers.
All right, final stats here between the teams. For Belleville, we're going to have rushing 30 attempts for 132 yards, passing 16 attempts, 3 complete, no interceptions for 22 yards, first downs 9, penalties 5 for 35 yards, no turnovers. Interesting was the first game of the year for me not to have a turnover in a game.
Right.
For Fennimore, they kind of stepped it up, continued to dominate. 31 rushing attempts for 79 yards, passing 28 attempts, 15 complete, no interceptions for 263 yards. Big one here though, 14 penalties for 125 yards, no turnovers. So when you look at Fennimore, they had some big plays in that second half. That 60-yard pass that set up a touchdown definitely helped them with their yardage, but turned the tide of the field a little bit for them. And their defense really stepped up and played hard and got the stops when they needed to.
Absolutely, especially on those 2-point conversions. Let's take a look at our awards. We'll start with Most Valuable Player, which is brought to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. Hermson's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Scott, what do you think for MVP tonight?
I'm going to have to go with Dawson Krubel. I mean, he did a nice job tonight throwing the ball. You know, when you look at it, his stats, it ends up being 15 out of 28 with no interceptions for over 260 yards. So I would give it to him. He had some good receivers and some good catches.
Yep, good individual efforts.
Yep.
All right, Dawson Krubel, our MVP. Now, the drive of the game. That's presented by Les Mack Automotive in Lancaster. Whether it's Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Ford, you can count on over 50 years of trusted hometown service, because at Les Mack you always get more from Les. And when it comes to the drive of the game, we could go a few different directions, but what are you thinking?
I like what Belleville did. I mean, after their Fennimore kicked off after the third touchdown, it still left the door open for Belleville to get in. And
on the missed extra point.
Extra point, and they drove right down the field and scored. That could have turned the tide in sense of tying the score up, but if you got to look at anything, it would be the 11th series of Fennimore, where they got that 60-yard pass to set them up inside deep in Belleville territory to score that touchdown on a 17-yard pass.
Yeah,
so.
the Yankee Fiedler 17-yard touchdown reception.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's got to be the drive of the game, which takes us into the Tricor Turning Point, which is brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance. I guess the easy, low-hanging fruit is to say the failed two-point conversion, but any other thoughts about what could be the turning point?
I definitely think those are the turning points of the game.
I mean, there were 2 failed two-point conversions, also a missed extra point too, but the ones that really mattered were the two-point conversions.
Yep, it forced Belleville to keep chasing those extra points. They had to always go for 2, and that hurts when you can't get them. It just keeps you further and further behind chasing points.
All right, so the failed two-point conversion, our turning point. And then finally, Scrapper of the game, Scott. This is a fun award. I always enjoy Scrapper, and we can debate a few names. It's brought to you by West End Salvage, the Scrapper of the game, player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. Who do you got?
Well, there's definitely 3 players on the Fennimore side, and nothing to take away from Belleville. Belleville played a great game, but look at Kinney, some of his past defenses. Then you have Zanchavitz and his, but I think the standout to me is Tollefson. Colton Tollefson.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing. 55. How many times did we say 55 blew up the play? And he did. He was kind of a human wrecking ball.
Yes, he was.
So you love that, and that is definitely, to me, a scrapper, is when you're out there just causing havoc. And so we're going to go with Tollefson as our scrapper of the game. It's the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. All right, let's look at the scoreboard one more time before we wrap up here tonight. Here are the finals here in Fennimore. Of course, Fennimore wins 20-18 over Belleville. Platteville defeated Dodgeville tonight on Extreme 107-1, 35-21. Also, Fulton beat Southwestern East Dubuque 56-40. New Glarus defeated River Valley in a thriller, 31-30. We have Prairie over Lancaster, another thriller, 2-point game, 28-26. That one on 97.7 Country. Prairie du Chien wins. And this one was on Super Hits 106 and our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Seneca Wazeeka Steuben defeats River Ridge 15-6. So those were the final scores. And that will about wrap it up for us tonight. Scott, any closing thoughts before we wrap up?
No, it was a good game by 2 good teams that are working their way into the playoffs, trying to jockey for seeds. I think they've had a lot of success. I mean, Fennimore, after last year's down year, has rebounded. Belleville, they graduated a lot of kids from last year, but are playing decent. They're going to get in the playoffs, and who knows? Maybe they'll make another run like they did last year.
Absolutely. Well, that'll do it for us tonight. Final again, 20-18, Fennimore over Belleville in a small showdown here on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. For Scott Tolzman, I'm Rob Spangler saying have a great rest of your night.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
ESPN Radio, AM 1590, WPVL Platteville, a Queen Bee radio station.